his
right now.
character. Thank you, then.
Well, what they're 75% health, do they get it?
No.
Well, if you're 75 health, you can't look at. Anyway, we weren't talking about anything. Welcome back to OG Feasting Hour, and we're back. The team, after getting whipped and having a lot of fun in jail, has made it here. Does anyone want to give a recap? Quick one. I'll roll a d4. I don't give a fuck. 3. Who's anything? Isaac, it's your turn again.
I thought you wanted a short one. On Feasting Hour, Heroes Feast, OG Feasting Hour.
It's just called the Feasting Hour.
Italian hero, Isaac Galinci, alongside my great companions, were falsely incarcerated under trumped-up charges and placed into prison, where we were able to meet a new person, and you should all know his name, so I'm not going to say it.
Hemsworth.
And yep, you passed the test. Now, Hemsworth from Hemsworth and Co. That's how I remembered it, because I did remember it. Had a plan to help us escape. We were sent to work in the mines with some fish people.
That's kind of racist.
Where we summoned. That's what you called them. Where we summoned.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you said you only called them that off stream. No, again. Where we summoned the great and powerful Lima Gugu.
Oh yeah.
To rain fire upon them, our enemies. And with our captors slain, we've reached the vessel of escape. But first, we must require our loot from the chest at the end of the dungeon.
Amazing.
And now we'll decide what to do.
All right. Cool. And a great way to start this, everybody, including the Kuatoa, what you call fish people, give me a perception and a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
What a roll.
I forget my modifiers.
I got 5 for perception, 7 on my wisdom saving throw.
Beautiful.
Anything trying to charm us?
Nope.
I got a 10.
I got an 8 in perception and 10 in wisdom, and then for the fish people, what is their modifier?
Oh, I'll tell you right now.
I
I can roll for them real quick. I'll just roll for them real quick.
An 8 on perception and a dirty 20 on the wisdom save.
Sick. You guys all look, and at the end of the last session, Leo was harassing this poor merchant guy, and you guys kind of like, you know, we're doing your own thing and speaking and talking to each other, but you notice that like a black aura is emanating from Leo, and the fish, you can see that the merchant is kind of like scared of him, even though, like, you know, he was threatening him and trying to kill him and do all this other nonsense, as Cody or Leo always does. And you see as like this black ink or darkness starts to like envelop him on his back, but he's not noticing. He's just like talking to the guy. And anyone who got below a 15 on wisdom, I think it's 3 of you, right? And then all the fish people, pretty much. There is this voice in all of your heads, and you hear, "Come into the darkness, come into the darkness, come into the darkness, come into the dark." And you take a d4 psychic damage.
You roll.
You guys can roll. I'm fine with it.
What if I can't be spoken to telepathically?
Oh, it wasn't telepathically. Don't you worry.
Okay. What if I could close my ears?
You close your ears, you still hear it in your head.
I can't hear you.
Isaac is the only one who's
that's
not affected by it. Isaac's the only one who's not affected by it. You see as everyone's like holding their head, kind of like having a headache, and this darkness keeps enveloping Leo, and from the whisk of your eyes, you see two giant black tentacles emit from this building over here. And Leo is just sitting there talking, and then out of nowhere he goes pure silent. And the merchant looks at him like, "Are you okay, buddy? Something wrong? Like, are you okay? Like, have you guys seen him do this before?" And you see him as he's holding his head and he's like agonizing pain. He's like, "What the? What the?" And you see as Leo's body becomes completely dark with tentacles sticking out of it, and kind of like a maw emits from him, and he swallows the merchant whole.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And the tentacles keep emitting, and you see like a little bit of darkness emit from the water and everything. And you hear on the bridge, you hear the guards coming in. "They're over there, they're over there. They're going by the temple, they're by the temple." And you see as Leo starts to levitate for a second, and he kind of like gives himself in to these giant tentacles that are emitting from the temple behind you. And you see as he accepts it, and you see as it envelops him and takes him into the building.
Great. It got worse. We break the sword, and he gets cursed by something else.
Yeah, you see.
Shit.
Yeah, you guys are watching, and you guys see these tentacles just break open from the top of the building, and they come in and grab him, and then they take him in here.
But Leo! I'm gonna start running towards that direction.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah, through inside that building. Anybody else gonna follow him? Or you guys are just gonna sit there with your hands on your.
I mean, most of us don't have weapons, right? We're missing all of our gear.
Yeah, Solha kind of tugs at the collar, you know. Not the collar of his shirt, he's naked, but the collar that's stopping him from doing
okay.
magic.
I
Okay.
think that was a personal issue.
And when we all like shipped off all of our shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Bucky,
We're all
you go in, and as soon as you go in, you see a couple of dwarves in there, and they turn around like exasperated and scared. It's like, "Who are you? What is going on? We're merely workers.
I'll follow behind Bucky.
Please don't kill us. Please don't kill us. We had nothing to do with this. We had nothing to do with this."
Hey, we're chill guys.
Are you?
I'll speak to him in Dwarvish and tell him to calm
I
down.
try to be.
Oh, sure. And yeah, he walks up to you and he like dabs you up.
Yeah, my man.
Oh, I didn't know you were cool like that.
Yeah, we're pretty chill.
Are you
Just a chill guy.
guys enslaved as well?
Recently removed of that title.
Come inside the door fast before the guards get over here.
Oh yeah, let's hide.
So yeah, they gesture you guys all to come in.
This is like crowded. Alright, it's a little crowded in here now.
Isaac.
Shut the door.
Yeah. And they look over to you and says, "How did you escape?" He's speaking to Kale.
Power of fate.
He's speaking to Kale in Dwarvish.
We worshipped the fish god and sacrificed the body, and I killed someone with a pickaxe, and now we're here.
Fish
Those
person.
guys choked someone to death.
Fish person. What are you talking about? Is that what those people with the fins? Is that the thing that they were singing about?
Yeah, Lima Gugu. If you want to really get them going, you just gotta chant it over and over again.
And you hear them in the background. They're in the background and they're like moving their hands. Lima Gugu, save our lives. Lima Gugu, save our lives. Kind of like a church choir. They're going in.
I was gonna say, what are we?
Oh, they're clapping.
Yeah, they're clapping, and you can see that they're making noise, even though you guys are trying to hide.
Yeah, Solha joins in on the clapping.
Lima Gugu, save our souls. Lima Gugu. Tell your fish
They're
people to
very
shut your mouth.
enthusiastic about it.
Tell them to shut their mouth before the guards see us. They probably don't know exactly where you are. They're probably investigating the area wherever you were working first.
Solhar, get your fish people under control, even though I was given charge of them.
Yeah, weren't you the chosen champion of Lima Gugu, Kale?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I think
But
you are.
What?
No,
One
no,
trigger.
obviously they like Soulhar, so
Yeah.
We like
I'm
his
not gonna take on
hair.
their freedom.
His hair is so
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
His haircut is so
What?
nice.
What if we like Lima Gugu?
Lima Gugu is the truth. Lima Gugu sets us free.
Shrek is love.
Lima
Shrek is life.
Gugu. Lima Gugu. That's
Why
all.
would you guys, and he turns over, he's speaking to him in Dwarvish again. Why would you guys come in here for?
Well, we just saw our friend get like raptured out of here by some black tentacles after he just ate some dude outside.
What?
So, yeah, it was. Trust me, we're just as surprised as you are. But we are missing all of our equipment right now to do any sort of breakout rescue thing.
Well, there is a priestess that hangs out above us, and there must be some sort of energy or something that emits from these crystals. There must be a reason why they've, forced us to mine these things. Me and Bob over there, we've been working here for a while now, and this is like the most important thing to them at all times. Like, they really don't care about all the other slaves as much as, as me, because I'm the only miner here. As a dwarf, I've been mining for years, and this is kind of my thing,
I understand it, man. You gotta get in your groove. You do what you can.
Yeah, I usually get better portions and stuff. It seems as if they kind of like me, but I'm still enslaved here with Bob.
Right, right. Like, you're rising the ranks, but still like a slave.
Yeah. Well, wait, you guys are free. How did you guys get free?
Like I said, we just killed our captors.
Do you have
You
a
know?
key to unshackle me and Bob over here?
Oh, dude, yeah, we got you. Bucky,
Yeah.
keys.
Oh, here you go.
And you see as he unshackles himself from Bob, and they're kind of free, and you can see like on his wrist that it's been on him for so long that his wrists are like a different hue than the rest of his skin.
You guys probably haven't whacked off in like a long time.
Oh yeah, me and Bob I'm joking. Yeah, no.
Oh, alright, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, that was a change the subject. Yeah. So you guys are here for the gems, right? For the crystals?
Well, yeah. Now our mission's kind of diverted towards getting our stuff and obviously our party member back. That's also part of it. But yeah, we're here for crystals too.
I guess.
Wait,
I
what
mean, I
about the
don't.
crystals?
These
I don't
give me
know.
an
I forgot why we were here.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check, all of you.
Ah, great. I'm only terrible at everything.
8.
That was your only saving grace right there.
14.
Isaac, you're the only one who notices, but you can see that yeah, everyone is dumb as hell. How about you read some books? Anyway, you guys can see this aura emanating from the crystals, and you can see that it kind of just like pulsates a little bit, these crystals, with this energy. But it seems dark in nature.
Seems like a abundant but negative fuel source. That's probably why there's so much of it here. I can imagine them using it for anything, really. Like, have we seen any contraptions that we've been down here that might be powered by these?
Doesn't this look like the same crystals that was guarding the castle that dude told us about the barrier?
Oh, what about the crystals in that secret basement?
And then you see as Hemsworth, he kind of like puts his hand. He's like, these crystals have energy emanating from them. They must be using them for a power source of some sort, or using it to build some type of machinery. I do know that Drow usually like these crystals for loaf. They usually use it for religious purposes.
If they're taking these crystals to use, they might have, because you said they keep you well fed since you're a miner, they might have an engineer stored somewhere too, that if we free them, it would screw them over even more.
Yes,
Like
I guess that would make sense, but Yeah, I'm really not sure. And you guys hear the guards as they're like moving around, they're scrounging around, and like on the outside on the bridge, trying to like
Alright, we gotta get our shit and get the fuck out of here.
It's like, so what are you gonna do about your friends? I heard a ruckus upstairs, and I know there's a priestess that stays up, and I heard a scream.
Oh shit.
Guess we should go check on him. What do you say, guys? Are we going to get gear or are we going to get Leo?
What are we gonna do when we get there?
Dude, I guess throw hands. I mean, I have 2 swords.
I do have the secret recipe for a knuckle sandwich.
Shut the fuck! Get an inspiration. Shut the
Inspiration,
hell up.
Inspiration.
That was the cheapest one, lowest hanging fruit I've been holding on to since session 1.
Was
Yeah,
it?
I can't do shit.
Be
I got
swift.
my halberd.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
he
Sohar is banned from Magic right now. You guys know how to get these collars off?
the collars. Interesting. And
Oh,
he
point-
like
point
he
to
looks
you.
at them. He looks at the collars and stuff. And you see Hemsworth as he's looking around, and then he pulls one of the crystals off of the surface. And then you see him go to the corner. He grabs a rock, and then he asks the guy for a mining pick, and then he says, "Oh, 1 second. Do you happen to have anything of, we can use to, melt this or, cure this at one point?" "Oh, yeah, right here. And he brings them over here to like a little bench. And you see as Hemsworth messes with it for like about 5 minutes or whatever. And then he has the crystal. And the crystal's inside, like it's like fashioned into like this rope and a rock. And you see that he kind of like drew a few runes on it. Yeah, well, there we go. And just like that. And this should kind of be similar. And he goes up to Isaac. He puts the crystal against the collar, and the collar turns itself off.
I'm free. I do minor illusion to make the. It's like a closed fist with bread on top and below it. I'm beating the dead horse on this joke.
Well, you're kind of quirky, but okay. Did you have one as well, Buck?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh, you're good? And he's looking at it, he's like, "Oh, kind of quite sneaky you are, I see." And the guy with the haircut, where is he?
Yeah.
What the fish guys?
What do you think about the haircut?
Should really go low.
Oh, I really can't say much. Look at my hair. I don't really groom myself that much.
Oh.
And then he
crazy. is
he
the
puts
low
it.
You could
paper
say
face.
just not
he puts the crystal next to the magical collar, and the magical collar turns off.
Well,
Oh.
I still don't have that spellcasting focus.
Well, all you have to do is, remove the runes
Pick it up
with
off
the
the ground.
runes. It seems as they've been using this magical source to power the collars, so this magical source must be, what can deter it as well. Simple science.
Yeah. Keep it positive against positive, it repulses.
Yes, quite. Oh, this guy gets it, you see?
Wise man once said,
God
"I use
damn
the
it,
stones
Hemsworth.
to destroy the stones."
You're a genius.
But you, Buckworth, it'd be quite the adventure if you can grab the weapon that Drow was holding, the warden. And then he looks at as he's there, he gestures his hand and points towards your gun. You might have a look real quick.
By all means, you made it.
And he looks at it and gestures. Like you see him as he's like touching it and looking at him. Oh yes, right here. We just gotta do a little bit of maintenance to make sure it's shooting well. It's quite trivial that you were able to attune to this. This is one of my earliest inventions.
Well, it served me well so far. You make a good weapon.
Quite. If only you guys can see what I actually been making down here, but neither here or there.
That's definitely here. What the hell have you been making here?
Well, I'm an inventor by trade. That's my job. I've been down here in the Underdark for quite some time, and me and my wife, we live on a different location. in the Underdark, no, undisclosed, but it seems that the Drow have found me and they knew about me and where I was, and yeah, they grabbed me. I would have imagined that they were trying to use me and my intelligence to make something with these gems or these crystals.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a great backstory, but you just said you were making something down here. Like, I was thinking like ultimate weapon type shit.
Oh yeah, well I have things in my shop that I've been working on, inventions, and just like this Eldritch Repeater right here.
Okay. Is the shop near here, or is that also in an undisclosed location?
Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna really be telling much about it, but if you do find yourself in the west side of the Underdark at one point, you're more than welcome to come in and, you know, maybe I can fashion something for each of you.
Do you have an Eldritch Repeater?
Yes, right here, and he holds Bucky's gun. It's right here.
No, refeed or like to feed again.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I think he
Wow,
means a
you
spoon.
just lost your inspiration.
Is he attempting
I
to
don't-
make a joke of some sort?
Because well, yeah, like a spoon. Because I also don't have my arcane focus.
So both of you
Ah, shit.
require arcane
Which is my
focuses to
spoon.
do stuff?
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
or components. Do you have components?
Ah, this is why I became an
Any
artificer.
materials?
We just do magic through science. That's what's more important in this world.
Alright, so if I took your scientific tools away, then I'd be like, oh, this is why I do magic.
Well, I don't have any tools on me now, yet I was able to take the collar off you.
Oh. Dang.
Quite a predicament, huh?
Yeah, he
I
just picked
see.
you.
So just like I combine magic and food, you combine magic and science. Your own recipe for disaster, or in our case, freedom.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I can say that. Anyway, Buckwiff, you need to the weapon that the warden's been holding on to. They go hand in hand, as you see. The name of his repeater is Jade. The one that he's holding is Ruby.
No way.
That's
So once you have Jade and Ruby together, you might be able to use it. You know, you have to attune to both of them, of course. But yeah, they work hand in hand. They kind of complement each other. As I said, one of my first inventions that I made. My wife actually was a gunslinger for a long time, and I made them for her. Sadly, she has passed from this mortal realm.
I'm sorry for your loss, brother.
I'm so glad I didn't just make a joke.
Yes,
My wife.
my wife. But yeah,
Only
if-
3 of my spells have material components.
so if you were able
Not that
to
bad.
procure the other weapon, then, you know, and possibly attune to both of them, then yeah, you might be able to do some crazy tricks, as the young kids call it.
I can do tricks on it, finally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, you've convinced me. I'm down to take down this. Honestly, we got a lot of people we could free too, so it might be in our best interest to make our way to the warden.
Yes, but I imagine that you know,
I mean,
the
once we get our friend back.
the good doers that you are, of course you'll get your friend back before you get your items back.
Yep, all I do is good, as they say.
Well, carry on. I'm gonna hide down here and work on a few things. I'm going to figure out a way to give you guys a spell focus of some sort. You magic users, it's so crazy how you need that in order to cast spells.
I'm gonna snap my fingers and make a firebolt up here. In reaction to that statement.
A fireball?
Firebolt.
Oh, firebolt, and you're gonna hit Hemsworth?
No, I'm just gonna snap my fingers to make the fire appear so I can demonstrate that like I can still use magic even without like
So what do you?
science.
Then you see as he it shoots past him. He says, "Wow, feisty bunch."
I just like snap my fingers. I don't make it clear that I'm not attacking him again.
Well, then why do you need a spell focus if you're able to do all this, you know, fancy stuff?
Because we can cast spells without it, we just can cast more greater effects with it. It's
Interesting.
kind of like, you know, when you have ink, you can draw with your fingers, it's rough, but when you have a quill, it's more precision.
W
That's a
analogy.
good example, yeah.
Quite. I mean, I guess. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Once you guys come back down here, I'll fashion something for you. I'm going to use these crystals.
All right,
Should we
you stay
take
safe now.
these to the boat?
Is a what?
Oh wait, is there still a boat when Leo did that shit?
Yeah. There's
When he ate the guy?
Yeah, the boat is still there.
How many would fit that boat?
I would say all of you can, yeah, most likely
No,
fit.
I'm asking like how many people could we free and send them to the boat before it set off?
Oh,
To where
the boat's not
we
that big.
maximize the-
Probably
Oh,
like
well,
8 people if you
exactly.
squish them in, you know?
The fish
So, like,
people
on
can
the-
swim next to us with Lima Gugu, and then
Lima
it sounds like a
Gugu.
lot of people like live in the Underdark though, so not all of them will need the boat.
Yes, we all
Or a
are.
boat.
We all are, you know, citizens of the Underdark. It's just, you know what happens. The Drow come in, they take control, they kill a bunch of people, they grab whoever they really want, and then they bring them over here, and they make us slaves, just like
Terrible.
our dwarven friend over here, and Bob over there.
We can't stand for this.
And then he looks over to the dwarf. He's like, "Is Bob a male or a female? Why is he wearing a wig?" Oh no, this is a game we play.
Crazy word. It reminds me of that Family Guy episode where he's like, prison Lois.
Prison Lois. Well, you go get your friend. I'll be down here with them, and we're gonna try to stay as silent as possible. You guys are gonna have to teleport yourselves up here because it's kind of built. It's kind of weird. Just teleport yourselves up here to this part before the door.
So
Right.
I'm gonna before we go up there, I'm just gonna stick a crowbar between these two handles.
Yeah,
I
there's
have a crowbar.
there's not a crowbar per se, but there's like pieces of wood and stuff that you're able to fashion.
Oh, okay, I'll use that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to
Like,
close
we
it
don't have
up.
our stuff right now. We have nothing.
Yeah.
Guys, in terms of food, I have no food, by the way.
Yeah,
You can leave the fish people down there. You guys can leave the fish people down there. You can just sit there hiding on there.
You're running some combat. We also gonna eat them. Sushi.
You guys don't need the fish people. I mean the Kuatoa for combat. What are you talking about?
All right, guys, be quiet. No Lima Googling, okay?
No Lima Goo. Lima Goo. They're like whispering it. Lima Goo.
All right,
Lima
that's fine.
Lima Goo. Lima Goo save my
No.
life.
They clap like softly, so it doesn't make sound.
I'm gonna tell
It's
my
just
wife.
like wet thuds.
So yeah, just teleport you guys up. There's a ladder that leads up here. You guys see where I'm marking? The second
how
floor.
high?
Second floor. We are at
Oh, right here.
85 or
If
81.
you click on the little symbol, it'll teleport you to there and the same height.
Oh shit, really?
And you can click on it while you're having your character highlighted to teleport.
Oh,
Damn, that's some fucking tech I didn't even know about. Kale, the chosen one, please. Hurry.
That's how I begin there first.
All right, and we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go into cutscene mode.
scary.
Ooh, scary. As you guys go up there, you see Kale, and he's enveloped in his black ink, and the room has webs and stuff all around it, and these crystals are all around, and you hear like a woman that's inside there, like a priestess, like she's just crying, like hysterically, like she's like yelling. She's like, "Gods, please! I don't know what magic this. I don't know what's going on." And when you guys hear, she's in the corner over here, just like wailing. And you see as Leo is just on his knees looking at this altar, and you see the tentacles that are enveloping around him, and it's kind of like holding him, and his head is moving frantically, like left and right, like extremely fast.
What the fuck?
We have to stop him, right?
I think so.
If I cast calm emotions on him, it has the ability to protect people from enchantment. Maybe it can at least weaken whatever's happening to him.
And as you guys go there, the priestess says, "Who are you? Who are you people?"
Yeah, maybe you should calm emotions on this motherfucker.
It's supposed to be a female. Let me change it. Let me change the model. It's supposed to be a female.
I think
Yeah,
I can
Rizra,
both.
Buck.
We don't try.
Whoa, calm down, little lady. It's all right.
You're prisoners.
We were.
Not anymore.
prisoner.
Easy
Now
to
we're.
call us than us.
Yeah, no callers here, baby.
What are you
Unless
doing in
wanna
here?
put one on me.
Let's see. You want to put one on me, baby girl?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
Oh,
calm
shit.
emotions in the room actually to make this hopefully easier for Bucky.
Yeah, she. When you look at her, yeah, she's very pretty.
And I can hit both of them because it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Sure, try to hit them both.
So it's a
Oh, also,
DC 14 charisma save.
Well, okay, let me check.
something we realized
That's,
today. If it's a radius, so it's 40 feet basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it definitely it's both of them. I mean, if you want, I can make it calm on you. I was just measuring. how
40
close
feet
they
is
were.
like
Yeah. I just
basically-
rolled for both of them. So she succeeds and nothing happens to him either, and he's just being enveloped by the tentacles. He's like, I don't.
Right, and
This
I'm
is-
gonna give Bucky Bardic.
Thank you, sir.
And you see her, she's like on her knees and she's crying. She's like, I have no idea what this magic is. This is the Temple of Loaf. It doesn't make any sense.
All right, just chill out for a second. We're gonna go grab him. Stop whatever's going on, and we'll be on our way.
No. There's some type of darkness inside of him. It doesn't make any sense. Why? This is a holy place.
Yeah, it's
Does that?
I mean,
Trust me, it's just like one of those things.
Nothing from
There's
your
a lot
God is
of
holy.
darkness inside of him.
Sometimes the world.
Hey, that's copyrighted.
It's copy. You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that.
Bucky, I didn't know you were so litigious.
I got a lawyer for you. You got Bibler. I got a lawyer for you.
Listen,
How much would I know about this Dolph or whatever the fuck it's called?
There's what?
Dolph.
This deity.
You can roll me religion.
Give me some 22 action.
22?
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is some wild ass Orcus stuff.
Oh, so it's related to the other fucking demon.
And she's
I'm
like,
just gonna hold my halberd out,
this is a holy place. I don't.
pressure
you-
her away.
If you're gonna kill me, kill me now. I don't want to see this holy location
Why
You
do
know.
people
Oh, I
always
guess-
have to fucking be killed?
I mean,
what the hell?
I'll choke you out. I guess I'll knock you out.
Whoa.
Whoa! Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
well,
No,
And
not,
you see her. You see how she kind of like lifts her. Like, oh. It's just-
not sexually. I mean,
oh, like
I'm
actually.
saying I'll,
You mean like you would actually choke me? Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna choke you probably, knock you out.
No,
I might do it
please,
regardless.
please.
Anyone got rope?
Why? I'm just a
I
priestess.
have like 100 feet, dog.
All adventurers.
Yeah.
Start with
let me get some
you.
rope, man. Let's tie this bitch up. No offense,
Alright.
man.
Do we have rope? Was it like all of our stuff taken away?
I don't think.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can.
wait, no, we don't.
Yeah, you wouldn't have
have
any rope
nothing.
on you.
We're naked. You have rope between your legs right there. But
What?
Rope, dude.
I shot my
Uh,
hat.
Get this, and you see if she looks over. She's like, "Get this man out of here right now. This is a holy location. This is where we praise loaf only here."
That's
I'm
what we're
gonna-
trying to fucking do.
I'm gonna bonk her over the head.
Bonk,
Not to kill her, just to knock her. out.
Okay,
and she
that
falls
works.
over.
God damn, these fucking drow, man. They're fanatics. It's crazy.
All right. So
Yeah,
what are we
we're
doing?
definitely taking her with us. We're gonna free her.
marginal.
All right, well,
And as you guys walk up, you see this altar, and you see love's crystals on there. You see a few corpses that are entombed in web all around.
wow. So he's being like entranced or something.
And
yeah,
you
why
see,
is this not the creepiest shit we've ever seen
There
from
might be
him?
another
then he
big
like
fight.
you see as he like spreads his arms, and you just hear like mumbling coming from inside.
All right, this is weird, man. I guess I'll approach, or does anyone else want to?
Yeah, sure. We have great history. I'll
You got
walk
that
up with
bardic.
you.
You might as well.
Alright, yeah, we'll do it together. We'll do it together.
All right, you guys are both gonna
Alright,
touch
come
him.
on, man. Hey, Leo, you
I'm not
okay?
gonna touch him.
You doing all right, buddy? I'll touch him. I'll put a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, you go and touch Leo, and immediately as you go and try to touch Leo, his head turns back like an owl, and you see his eyes are completely black, and you hear him whisper, and you see two giant tentacles emitting from the actual altar. And everyone, give me a strength saving throw.
Wait, I stayed back, and do I have to?
Oh, don't you worry. Yeah.
4.
17.
Ooh, 1738.
Start playing the music.
My glorious king.
Oh, I
reigns.
also got a 17.
Beautiful.
Plus 0.
Oh, nice.
That was 6. But
A 6. With a 17, you all get grabbed by the tentacles.
Ah!
It's wild, right? And yeah, you guys are all placed next to them, and you guys are all like in formation. And there's like a black ink that covers the exit. And Leo, his head is turned back, and you see like blackness coming straight from his eyes, and he's crying, and you see black coming from his tears, like rushing down.
Leo, break free! This isn't you!
Oh, we gotta hit him with the kale special. And I'm gonna do minor illusion to show like a picture of us all drinking together at the tavern.
Yeah, nothing.
And I'm gonna start singing. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Bucky, use the inspiration.
Leo!
And you guys
Snap
see,
out
as you guys are being grabbed and held by these tentacles, and then there's the one tentacle being held by Leo right there in the middle. You see, everyone give me a perception check.
8.
8.
21.
21. What else? What everybody else got?
8.
Anybody get over a 15?
Yeah,
Just me?
Isaac.
Isaac. Everyone else, you guys just see like black ink start to pour out from the eyes of this statue. It begin to fill the room with pure black ink all over, and it goes up to your feet within a matter of seconds. And Isaac is the only one to see this, but you kind of see like pictures and images coming out of this fountain of just black ink. You see like images of people kind of just like screaming and begging for help, like coming out of like in the water itself, like not in the water, well, in the black liquid itself. You see images of people screaming, begging for their lives and stuff.
What the fuck?
These must be the memories of when his village was attacked by goblins.
And now the ink is at waist level, and he just keep talking to you. He's like,
No, he's more than that.
I'm gonna try and.
Go talk you to his ass.
It's not a
Yeah,
language.
I'm gonna try and hit the altar with my halberd.
How are you gonna hit it? You're grappled.
Oh,
Can fill
fucking.
his wing.
Oh, rep, dude.
You can try to do a strength saving throw. I'll let you. I'll allow it.
Yeah, let me try to break out.
Me too.
Come on! 18?
No, I did not.
18.
You use your bardic?
You can use your bardic too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What was the die?
D8. D8.
Oh, you got a D8 now. Wow.
Ooh, 26.
Hey.
Always has
26.
been.
Yeah. So you guys see as Bucky, he breaks out of it, but the liquid is now like chest deep right now for all of you, and it's filling the room completely. And Isaac, you are feeling the screams of all these people, just like different races, different different locations everywhere.
So it's the elf woman like drowning, man. They're drowning.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, do it.
Yeah,
Bucky!"
she's completely
And-
enveloped. Yeah, she's already enveloped in it because you guys knocked her out and she was on the ground. She's enveloped already.
Oh
Good
shit.
for her.
That is fuck.
So when I yell "do it, Bucky," bardic inspiration is vocal only. So bam, you get it right back.
Nice, nice.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, dude.
So yeah, you can
Take
go
my
try to smack it.
halberd and try and strike the
The altar. Okay.
Good timing.
Oh, right when he gets here.
All right, I'm using my bardic inspiration. As well. 14.
Oh.
Yeah, you hit it. You hit it.
Oh.
Hi guys.
What's up?
Yo, yo, yo.
It's about to get wild right now. So the only thing that you miss is Leo.
You ate a man.
He ate a man, and his black tentacles consumed everything. And you were dragged into this building, and you're on the second floor right now, and you're just your head turned back, and you're whispering a bunch of nonsense. And these guys are all trying to help you, and they were all grabbed by these black tentacles in this altar, and the room is filling up with black liquid right now.
And someone's drowning.
Leo is incoherent at the moment.
Alright, use a day.
So yeah, you hit it. How much damage?
Let's see.
Obviously, he did great weapon master.
Oh, 15.
Everyone.
15 damage?
Yeah, max roll.
Yeah, okay. So you see as Bucky, he rips out of the restraints with this amazing bardic inspiration that he was given. And he goes in, and the liquid is like chest deep onto you guys, and it's filling up more. And Isaac, you hear more of these screams of these people's souls and stuff that you presume. And Bucky goes to smack the altar. And when he smacks the altar, a minor crack shows up on the altar. And when the crack is generated, more of this black liquid starts to pour out and starts to hit Bucky in the face. And Bucky's so now it is shoulder deep.
Drink it, Bucky! Drink it faster than it's filling up.
You can try to hit it one more time, but it's gonna be a disadvantage because it's gonna be kind of hard when you're in the water or in the liquid.
Yeah,
So I yelled that. That's my third bardic.
Hell yeah, dude. Ugh.
Don't forget
Alright,
for Bucky,
so-
their oven mitts.
1d8. Let's go. Come on, save me, bardic. 13.
You sadly miss with a 13.
Oh, crap.
You see as Bucky goes and tries to swing it at one more time, and it just seems as if the liquid is, consuming all of you and is filling up the whole room. And he attempts to smack it one more time, but it's just, this black liquid is just consuming everything in the room, and he misses. And you see as his whole halberd begins to float in the liquid for a second, and you guys all look at each other, and the room keeps filling, and Leo is still going. And he looks at each one of you right before the liquid pulls up. He looks at Bucky and he says, filled with darkness, but not enough. Looks at Solar. 2 souls, but not enough. Looks at Isaac. Born from a lineage so strong, but not enough. And then he looks at Kale. Weak, pathetic, worthless to your family, but not enough. And when that happens, the liquid finally consumes all of you, and you guys see pitch darkness. And we're gonna take a break right there. Sorry.
Goddamn.
Sorry.
Kale's gonna do nothing but start doing push-ups the rest of the
He's-
I have the highest strength score out of everyone in this fucking party.
Yeah.
I don't need to do push-ups. I need to talk to a therapist.
Yes.
I know. Dude, you can talk to the party chaplain so hard.
Oh
Dude,
my
I'm
goodness.
going off on a fucking sabbatical to find faith and just quit this fucking life, bro.
Training arc.
Okay, and we're back.
I'm-
Leo's got a line on some good therapist.
Yeah. So
Orcus.
I highly doubt that.
you guys are all
Leo has a
inve-
therapist. He needs to find another.
Health issues going
He's gonna
on.
need. I was gonna say Leo would probably require more than one therapist.
His therapist has a therapist.
So, you guys are all consumed by this black ink, and like I said, everything goes into darkness, and you're trying to breathe, but you just keep gargling up this black ink inside of you. And Kale, you get the image of your brother again, and your family fighting this mythical beast and watching them get slayed again. And you see a figure in the middle of the town, just completely black figure. And you, like, while you're having these flashbacks and everything, this black figure keeps coming up, and you keep hearing, weak, pathetic, useless, couldn't save your family. And then, Isaac, you go back, and you see Geppetto, and you're there, and you're working with him, and, you guys are having a grand old time, and you're cooking and doing all this stuff. But then you have flashbacks of the Kronos gang, intruding.
No.
The Kronos gang open up a Papa John's in your block. Everything, and then they just start taking over slowly and slowly. No one wants more authentic Italian cuisine anymore. They're going for the fast food kind of stuff. He's French, never mind. Sorry, the French cuisine anymore. They want
He's Italian, but it's French cuisine.
French cuisine. Italian with French cuisine is very awkward. But anyway, you see this black figure just like in the corner. He says, "Couldn't save Geppetto. Couldn't save him. You're weak.
But I will.
You won't.
No.
He's already
Yes,
dead.
I will.
He's already
I really-
dead."
It was unclear.
So hard. You keep having images of you being back in the middle of amidst this battle, and amidst like you coming in and learning and teaching everybody in your missionary events, and then seeing like poverty-stricken people that can't feed themselves and everything as you're doing your missionary events, and seeing how these people were treated. And then you go back to your flashback where you gave up your soul, and you see this black figure there again. You're gonna see me soon. You're gonna be here with me. You aren't going anywhere else. You're all mine.
You trying to make it free?
You know what?
You trying to make it free?
Trying to make it. trying to make another one. Find another one. Your soul is tainted. Your soul is useless.
Close your breath.
You see Bucky. You see flashbacks of yourself as you're younger, trying to survive in the swamp. You're doing a little bit of cons and stuff, and you're like, trying to make as much money as you can for your family. And then you're watching yourself as you flashback back to the first time you met the man in the hat with the monocle and the cane. It's very nice suited man. You had rags, you had nothing to your name. And this man offers you assistance, but you just didn't really know what it was going to be. You didn't know what was going to happen. And you see this black figure next to them, and it's kind of going in and out, like flashing. You could even help yourself. You need power from somebody else in order for you to do anything? You're so weak. You're so useless. You're useless.
Not anymore. I'm not anymore.
And you see as the man in the top hat and with the monocle is looking at you, and his eyes start to turn black, and you see black ink coming out of his eyes and out of his mouth, and they both start chanting the same thing. You're weak. You're useless. I chose you because you were so easy to manipulate. That's why I wanted you. Little boy from the swamp.
No, it's not true. I made that deal. I made it.
I knew you would take it. I knew already. And then you hear you guys are all having and fighting through your own thing, and you see in the darkness, you see Leo's eyes. Like his head is still turned like an owl back, but you guys see his eyes start to glow like a red inside of this black ink. And you guys all hear after that.
Throw some holy water on me. Shit.
Yeah, good luck if the room is filled with black ink already. And 1 second. Or I gotta read this real quick. Pitch black, no noise, nothing. All of you are back into this. Leo, you're kind of being taking over at the time, so like you weren't hearing anything. You were just saying all this stuff. Your mind was blank for a moment, and then all at once, you hear cries of a baby crying, and coming back, and you hear a voice of a lady and a male talking to each other, like, you know, very distant. If we don't find what's going on with him, we're not going to be able to keep him alive. I don't feel like this is the right answer. I don't feel like this is what we need to do. You think I'm going to let my baby die? No. No, anything but that. I'd kill myself to allow him to live. Honey, it's not plausible. He was born this way. There's nothing we can do. Then it flashes again. Complete darkness. And you guys hear another voice. What type of magic is this? This is one of the best magic around. Dark magic. You want to save your boy, don't you? I would do anything for this. I'd do anything to keep him alive. He's the heir of the throne. Well, all you have to do is give up somebody. Give a life. You asking me to kill? Why, of course. What do you think the most powerful magic requires? A life, a soul. And you flash again. And you see a man sitting at his home with his family. And he walks out in the middle of the rain to go get some more logs to fuel the fire. And a figure comes out, smacks him in the back of the head with a rock, takes his body, and we flash back again. You see, you can do it. I knew you could do it. Your son must be a prodigy of some sort. Shut your mouth. Just get the spell over with. I'm keeping him alive. I don't care anymore. Just allow it to happen. Who would have known the Frostborns were such evil people? Keep that word out of your mouth. I do what I need to do to protect my family. And then we cut to a new board. And I'm gonna summon you guys in here real quick.
Oh, we're going places, boys. Go trees.
Yeah, trees, yeah. Let me get this.
Finally, my favorite terrain.
Yeah. So you come back to somewhat of, you know, whatever consciousness that you can. And you're all in very weird, you know, different type of like setting. Like the sun is shining, trees everywhere. And you hear a voice of a little girl. It's not my turn to play. Leo, you were the one who was supposed to hide first. That's not fair. And as you guys all come back to, you look down. And you look at your bodies, and you look down at your hands and everything. You're not the same person anymore. It seems as if you're in... Give me a perception check, I'll tell you right now.
Everyone?
Mm-hmm.
9.
8.
20.
20.
18.
Bucky and Kill. You look at yourself, you look at it, you look at it.
I
Oh,
gotta get my stats up.
oh, you're good, you're good.
There they are. 24.
24, perfect. You don't know how this happened, Leo, but you're back in your younger self. You're back in your body. No ill intentions, nothing. Just pure happiness. Pure of heart. Kale and everybody else, you realize this is definitely not your bodies. But for Kale and Bucky, you realize that you are in someone else's body. You're in a child's body. And it does not make any sense to you how you're here. And you guys hear the voice of the girl again. I'm gonna start counting. You guys all better hide. And I'm going to send you guys some stuff real quick. Give me one moment. We're gonna name it each one. Let me see. Ugh, I gotta find all your names. We're gonna start with Bucky. Oh, that's not everything. 1 second, Bucky. Give me 1 segundo. I gotta do all this stuff. Okay, the second one, we're gonna do Pyro. Oh, did I? Oh, fuck! I copied. Don't worry. Do not. Yeah, let me get that. Sorry, let me delete that one. Of course. Discord does not want to be my friend. I'll go here again. Yeah, I had to change some stuff. I'm just read the notes in the little bottom if I add anything. I just had to change a few things. Pyro. We got KL. And then we need Isaac. And then Leo. Sorry, I just have to go through a bunch of pages. All right, make sure you read it.
All right.
So do we still know who we are supposed to be? Or is this just like overwritten? This is who we are.
This is who you are. This is who you think you are.
Okay.
I didn't get a name.
Not bad. Give me get it for you.
Yeah, I don't think I have a name either. Can we just make up a name?
Yeah, you can make up a name. I'm not worried about it. These I actually didn't even have names. I just had the stat sheets for it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can give you names real quick. Kale, you are Kalen. Isaac, you are Sylros. Sylros. Yeah. Saros, yeah, just like that. And then Sohar, you were Elion, Elion. And then obviously Leo is Leo. I need to send him his stuff. Did I already send you stuff, Leo?
You sent me Elion shit.
Yeah, I know the names. We're just switching the names around.
You sent me a stat sheet with
No name Elion on it. Yeah, I know. It's all good. We're switching some things up. I didn't like some of the sheets and how they were kind of like manipulated and stuff. So just yeah, you just use the sheets I got you. Any questions or anything before we start?
Yeah, sorry, what was my name again?
Your name is? Kale's Kalen, you're that. Bran, Brann.
Brand.
and we have no recollection of like where we came from or
Nope.
all that, or
You're
we
back.
or do we still retain our memories?
No retaining of memories as soon as you guys entered here.
So we got no brains. Got it.
You guys got brains. Just like.
New brain.
Oh no, it's supposed to be a guy, sorry. Changed the
Okay,
guy.
no worries.
My bad.
No trauma to deal with yet.
And you hear the little girl. She's yelling out, I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds and then I'm gonna come find you. And you guys can hide. Just as normal kids as you are.
Count slow.
1.
How about
Yeah,
say
Vinny?
first I gotta
Oh
find
my
me.
god, where are we?
We don't have minis.
Yeah, yeah, you guys do. 1 second. Your names are actually on it, but then I'm gonna. I just put your names on it so it's easier for me to figure out who is who. Sohar. But your names are the names that I gave you. This one is Leo. Where is he? So many names here, Shark Week. And we got Bucky here. Black mac and cheese. Isaac is over here. Even into a new world, the Sohar has a weird haircut. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Does that count for me rolling?
This is no, it does not count for you, Rolling. None of that stuff matters. Who's this for? Isaac. Yeah, sorry, I'm forgetting. This is DJ. Who's missing? Kale? And then Kale.
This is the girl.
Ah,
that's
this
counting,
fucking
right?
guy.
Yeah, she's counting. And
Yeah.
Kale is there. You go. So she's at the she's looking at one of the trees, and she's counting, and you hear 1, 2, 3. What the fuck's the horns? 4.
I'm hiding like behind the trees, just looking at because I don't think she's gonna look around.
Yeah, her hands are over her face right now.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Four.
if she starts walking around the tree, I'm just gonna walk around so she doesn't see me.
Yeah. 6,
Ring around the rosy.
7, 8, 9, 10. And then you see she runs up. She runs out. And so everyone give me a stealth check. Use those stats, please.
That's
5.
5.
17.
Where did Isaac even go? Did you go to like a different fucking location?
I want to say I was using the arrow pads the entire time, so I was.
You have that much
like,
movement
make
for
it go
10
forward.
seconds?
I was just pressing down. G count is
It's
slow.
dex right. It's dex right for self.
Okay.
There's no modifier.
Come
That's my
out.
character.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
16.
You got a 16, that's good. Okay, Bucky. Let me rename you guys real quick so I know who is who. Damn, God, you're like hidden in the bush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I should get advantage for that.
No, Bucky's like in the bush.
I
Oh,
fell
indeed.
through.
Hold on.
All right, so
What shall we call
what's your
you?
kid name? Just so I can remember. Who's your kid name so far?
Eli and Leon.
Leon. Bucky, if I can fucking get you out of there, I'm gonna have to like. I literally need to delete the bushes. Bucky, what is your name? Bran, right? You're Bran.
Brand. Yeah, with 2 N's.
Bran. Oh damn, you're so cool. Isaac is hidden like all the way over here. Isaac, what is your kid name?
Style Rose.
Salros. And Leo's Leo. Okay, so she goes around. She's gonna do a few perception checks, see if she can even find you. Damn.
Where the fuck did she go?
Yeah, you're in there. You're still in the bushes or whatever. And she walks out. And you see as she's looking around, Brian, you're hidden in the bushes, and you see as a little girl, she's looking around. But you see something weird. She's kind of like using her nose. It's like smelling the air around her. She goes, and she comes into the bush, and she opens the bush. I found you, Bran. You're so smelly.
Oh, great heavens.
You counted too fast.
No, I didn't. I counted the same way everyone else counts.
All right, well, let's get everyone else.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go find Leo. You go get Salro and the other one. Leo's gonna be the hardest one to find.
Okay.
So, as you're walking around, yeah, you walk around the forest and stuff. You can use your stats if you have anything. You're just gonna roll several perception rolls to see if you can beat their stealth.
I guess I'll just start going this way.
Yeah. You can do a few nature check. You can do nature. You can do survival to see if you can find like their footprints and stuff.
I got a 17 perception.
17 perception. What'd you get, Isaac? I'm sorry,
A 5?
Salrus.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I got
Bran.
5.
Yeah, you look into the mud and you're looking around and you see a bunch of footsteps leading in this direction. And she's gonna see if she can find Leo. I know you're here, Leo. You're so sneaky all the time. And you see as the little girl walks past a few of the bushes over there, and she keeps going in this general direction. She keeps going east. Leo, you're so unfair. And then yeah, you go back to Bran, and Bran is you're following these footsteps that you saw, and you're looking at all this other stuff. You got 21? Alright, roll stealth side rolls.
10.
You look into the distance as you're just standing there, and you see the bushes moving around over there. And you hear this kid is like you hear this kid is he's like tired and exasperated, and he's like breathing really heavily.
I got found. You got found before me though.
You got found before.
She cheated.
Yeah, she always cheats. I didn't like it here. I heard something.
Roll me one more stealth, Leo, please.
It's okay. We're safe here. Completely safe. Nothing bad can happen to us here.
Yo, just...
Okay.
Start looking for
18.
Leo.
Oh, let me roll. Okay. Yeah, she walks past you. This isn't fair. Why are the boys always so good at hiding? Hey, Leon, give me a stealth roll.
No, I'd love to. Lucky dice. Fuck. 8.
Hey, let me see what she gets. Let me see what she gets real quick. Oosh.
Come out, guys! They found us.
Actually, can I
What?
throw thunk
What fuck?
to the other direction to make a noise? You know?
You gonna throw something as a
Goddamn
reaction?
tail
Yeah.
lit the
No,
fuck
throw,
up.
throw funk. You know, funk. The
Funk?
thing you gave me.
Yeah,
funk.
yeah. You can do
Hell,
that.
They found us.
Yeah, I'll try to throw funk like.
Yeah, Bran, you need to find Kale or
Okay.
Kalerin. You gonna throw it there? Okay, let's see. So she's gonna roll a disadvantage.
They found us, Kale.
Oh god damn. Even with disadvantage, he's like, you see as he's like smelling the air. Found you, Leon. You always smell like strawberries.
Oh, well.
Strawberry
She
ass.
wants that grundle.
Darn it! You're cheating! I go over to pick up Thunk.
There's no way. I can just smell you. You smell like strawberries.
My
When I'm
You
big and
look
strong.
like
Yeah, they found us.
Where the hell's Kale? Kale, where the fuck is
Yeah.
He took a leap.
He just a kid has committed suicide, just killed himself.
He's always climbing. Every kid has that one guy, or every kid.
So
has
does
that one
Kale?
guy.
Does Kale? Oh, what's your child name? I didn't change it. Kaelren?
Caleb. Caleb.
Kaelen?
This guy was just rearranged the letters in his name.
No, I did not. That was not me. That was actually kind of funny that that name showed up, and then the random generator. All right, guys, we all gotta find Leo now. He's the hardest one to find.
This is what Kale was prior to becoming the male version of Kale.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah,
Those
and you
3
guys,
sentences of my backstory contain a lot of information.
yeah, and you guys all, you can kind of look into yourselves and stuff. And Bran is like an elven kid with like spiky hair. He's more brawny. He always carries around like this wooden shield and the sword as a warrior. And then Leon is just like more quiet and like more, composed or whatever. He always has his weird haircut though. Soros is like he's just like like he's always mischievous, always trying to do stuff. And then Kellen is like he just wants to be like his dad, a ranger. That's all he wants to be, and he always carries around a slingshot.
Rangers are nerds. I'm gonna be a warrior.
Me too.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
die on
see
the
the
front
future.
line.
You're gonna. Oh my god.
It scares me.
You look like Caitlyn Jenner's your role model.
You guys
Oh.
never listen when I tell you.
All right, we gotta
Oh,
find
were you
Leo.
talking?
Oh wait, are you talking? Just shoves it. Just shoves him. Oh yeah, nerd. Read books. Loser.
Where am I? Alright.
I can see the future.
All right. You can either do nature, survival, or perception.
Like all of them?
And then Leo, give me one more stealth check. You can do it at advantage though.
Yeah, alright. Easy day. I'll get this handled.
14 nature.
I did a 15 perception.
I have lost my meaning in a bush.
Oh, I just realized I have proficiency.
Oh, I have a +0. I'm 14. Sorry.
I did a natural 20 with advantage.
Oh yeah. So yeah, for people with nature and survival, you can see that he's like from the tracks and stuff, very minimal, extremely minimal tracks that he left behind. But you feel like in this general area you saw like some type of movement, but you're not 100% sure where.
Leo, come out. It's gonna get late again.
You always do this, Leo. Ah, he's so annoying.
Yeah, I want to play Guards and Robbers now.
Ooh, Guards and Robbers sounds so much fun.
No, I'm always the robber.
Can I be the corrupt guard? He says.
Sure,
No,
as long
'cause
as
I
you
make-
make the chief.
Yeah, and you guys are
I
all
would end
walking.
up being the criminal again.
Being the criminal. And then as you guys are walking around and looking for Leo, about like 30 minutes pass by, and you hear from the gate, Leo, Valerie, it's supper time. Oh
I just
man.
pop out the bush. I'm just gonna pop
I
out.
knew she was gonna say that because I could see the future.
You were there the whole time, Leo? What the? I can never smell you.
I was taking a nap. My bad, guys.
Yeah, would Eli on? Yeah, that. Eli on.
Yeah, you would hear that he's like, yeah, he's like, he's taking a nap.
Okay. No, but I mean, he's kind of wandering off.
Where are you wandering off to, Leon? Yeah, you hear the yell of like, calling for Leo and Valerie for supper time.
He's following my mother fly.
You guys got to go back home. This is why not having parents is awesome.
Jesus Christ, you made it far.
Bran, you're an orphan.
I miss my parents.
Yeah, and then you guys come back to the city gates, and you guys come back over here, or to the town gates. To stop, yeah, you guys all come over here. As the day goes by, it's about mid-afternoon, and you guys come back over here.
Bet y'all didn't know Leo was a superhero and could fly.
Ta-da!
I always forget.
And then as you guys come in,
I'm gone.
they look at, oh, where the, no, you're right there. You're right here. I'll put you down. I'll put you in the bottom. The guards, they look all at you, and then they look at Valerie and Leo. They said, yo, your mother's waiting. Please don't make her wait too much.
Where's my house?
My mom doesn't care.
My mom doesn't care about me. And then, yeah, as you guys come in, the gates close, and they close the gates and stuff for around nighttime. And yeah, you guys hear the voice coming from the middle of the town, calling for Leo and Valerie. Where's Valerie? I don't even know where I put her. I just lost her. Oh, she's over
She
here.
didn't make it.
She didn't make it.
She was trying to smell me.
And yeah, you see as you guys all come to the town center, and then you see a woman in maid robes, and you see a man who looks like an archer, and you see Valerie run up to the man and give him a well-embraced hug. Daddy, Leo is cheating again, I swear.
I did no such thing. I literally just sat in a bush.
He's so smart. He's always doing some weird stuff. Leo's most likely covering his tracks. You should be learning how to do as well. Nuh-uh, I'm gonna be like mommy. I'm gonna learn magic. Duh.
Oh, that sass. You gotta knock that out of her.
Just gonna knock that sass out. Where's Leo? So yeah, and then the guy comes up to Leo and, you know, like pats his head. He's in quite the sneaky one, eh?
Learn from the best, Dad.
No, of course. Oh yeah, I knew already. You would follow in my footsteps. And he like throws like fake jabs at you or whatever. Really think you're gonna take over your father's job, do you?
I stomp on his toe.
Leo here is very kind-hearted. He is the best kid.
I gently stomp on his toe.
And then he kind of like, yeah, he kind of like, you know, he like he moves his foot. Oh, you were trying to hit me with the sidewind, huh? Then he RKO's his son right in front of her. I'm kidding. And just
Hell yeah.
And you see his Valerie. Valerie goes up to her mom, and you can see that they're talking and stuff. Oh. And
Boy,
when
I
you guys
just
come,
swallowed that meat.
you guys come to the town square, and you see like a bunch of bowls that are filled with a purplish hue, and a statue of three men and one female elf in the middle.
What is this? Do we know what this purple stuff is?
What's that thing made of?
Give me a perception check, sure.
Not right.
Leo, you can have advantage on it because, like, you know, you lived in this world.
11.
With advantage.
With advantage.
That's crazy.
Oh. Wait a minute. Your stat sheet sucks.
That's the point.
Yeah. Perception is based off of intelligence or
Wisdom.
wisdom.
You don't have to do perception
What
only.
was
You can do
that?
other roles. You could either do religion, or you can just do investigation too.
13.
Yeah, you look over, and Leo, you look over and you see the statue, and it depicts 3 male elves and 1 female elf, as I said earlier before. These were the first of the deity Colorin, the first elves to roam this area, the first elves that kind of solidified this village of Moonstone for the elves that live here now. Leo, I didn't really think of you as more of a historical kind of kid. I've only seen you look at the statue maybe once or twice.
You want to know what the purple shit was?
These are blessings to the first elves.
Just out of curiosity, Babs. Where do we get purple blessings?
well, we go out into the forest. We either mine or we find. Let me find it. We find a Relin tree, and then we, take whatever we need. We bless it, and we bring it back here. You know that from school.
Where do children come from?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you about that in front of your friends, but you guys should all hurry off into to your parents. Aren't you guys gonna eat supper soon?
If my
Is
mom
Brent-
bothered making any.
Yeah, for Kaylin. Kaylin, your father is the head guard for Moonstone Village. Bran, your father is the merchant who works over here. And who we're missing? Leon. Leon is one of the children of the priest.
Like the priest had him, or like he's an orphan that they call him?
No, you asshole. No, he's he's a son of the father of
Is
the
priest,
church.
Is the priest Catholic? That's all I'm trying to say.
No, they follow Colorin.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry anyways. Dad!
Dad, your dad is the merchant. Where's the merchant at? The merchant's over here. There's a female over here. There's supposed to be a male over here too. Let me get the merchant real quick.
Wow, he lied about not having parents to sound cool.
Everyone his comes from a very happy family.
You see a burly man with a giant backpack, and you see like another woman who's kind of just like selling the goods and stuff over here. Oh, Brent.
Pizza rolls now!
Pizza rolls now. Brent, there's no way to speak to your mother.
I'll just kidding.
I'll call child services.
I'll call child services.
Brand, I don't want to be the one to point this out, but I'm just there might need to be a paternity test. That's all I'm saying. Because y'all look way different.
Yeah, this is just like a little village with a bunch of elves and stuff in here. And then for you, for the rest of you,
You're not.
Jesus Christ. For let me get the elf real quick.
Like you're not even light skinned.
Your father's by the graveyard for Leon.
Yeah, I'm heading there.
Cyros, your family owns the restaurant here in the middle of town.
You guys see the orc standing on the roof here?
What?
Can you see the marker again?
You guys see this guy?
Shut the fuck up.
Is he gonna disappear?
I completely forgot.
I need the restaurant.
You shut your mouth. Right here. You
Do
fucking.
I see the impending doom that's about to befall?
No, never. What are you talking about?
I'm hanging out with my two.
Your two dads.
Probably rather not
Oh, wow.
possible.
But I've been talking about my deadbeat mom nonstop.
Yeah, because she left you.
Yeah, you go into there, and then you see two male elves working in there or whatever.
Which house is mine?
Your house? I'll tell you right now. Your house is the big house right here.
The like really big one in the middle?
The really big one.
Hell yeah.
The best sleepovers are always on Leo's house. He's the one with the Nintendo Switch.
You got that new tree switch.
Got that new 3 Switch. All right. Well, any of you like to say anything to your parents before Leo's parents try to speak with him?
I don't even know where my parents are, bro.
Oh, Kelrin? Yeah, your dad is. It's only your dad. He's the head of the watch, so he's over here on watch.
Okay. Probably doesn't want to talk to me then.
That guy doesn't want to talk to me. What?
It's all about work.
It's all about work. When are you gonna get a job, Kaylin? Kaylin, you're 10 years old. Why don't you have a job yet, Kaylin?
Let me guess, your bitch ass rolled a 2 on stealth again, and you want to be a fucking ranger. How
So
about you
yeah.
go play fucking jump rope since you're a fucking clown.
Oh man, there's gonna be a lot of meetings tonight. There's gonna be a lot of meetings in the middle of the night.
What do you think I was doing in that bush?
Yeah, and then
Different kind of meetings, I think. I don't.
we'll just go one by one. We'll go back to each one of you.
Oh, my spine.
So are you going? Did you go to the graveyard already, Leon?
Yeah, I'm in the house.
Oh, you're in that little
I
shack
have-
over there.
I have disappeared on myself by accident, but I'm in the coffins.
And you hear a knocking on the door. Honey, how was your time with your friends?
I'm such a good hider. They barely found me.
Roll deception.
I mean, I passed the first check.
Roll deception with advantage, sure. White lies.
Oop. It's fell off the table. Okay. Yeah, that's a 7.
7.
Hell yeah.
And Leon, lying doesn't make you a better person. You know that.
I don't need to be a good person to be a great warrior.
You're gonna take over for the family business. You already know. We're followers of Coloron. We're the ones who spread and, you know, worship and teach the word to everybody. Wouldn't you want to be like that? Like your mother and I?
Screw you, Mom. I'm gonna be a warrior.
Closes the door, blasts My Chemical Romance.
I'm gonna kill orcs with thunk.
Good. We all know that orcs haven't came near this land for many years. What are you talking about for
I'll find
orcs?
them. I'll go to their house.
And Leon, your mother and I have been wanting to speak to you for a while now. You know, there are men, and then there's other people, you know? And sometimes not everyone is built to be a warrior, Leon. Sometimes we're all built to help, you know? Like your father, look at him. Leader of the church.
I'm gonna lift thunk above my head.
Tongue above your head.
As a demonstration of strength.
Demonstration. Oh, yeah, you are. You're getting way stronger. You are. There's nothing wrong with being a priest of Coloran and being very strong. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes.
Being a priest sucks. I don't want to be a nerd.
I just don't want to be. How about you change that haircut first? All right, we're gonna cut back to. No, I'm kidding.
Crazy thing is he's like, there are men and then there are others.
Yeah, there are other people. And
You're
we're
in the others.
yeah, you see as a guard walks into the middle of the town, and he goes up to, where is your boy? Where is Kalen? Kalen, what the fuck are you doing all over there?
I didn't know where to go. I don't know where my house is. I'm a terrible ranger. I can't even track my own way back home.
Go back to the middle. Go back to the middle of the square.
Okay. Where am I? Oh, here.
Couldn't even track
Yeah,
where
he
he
still
was.
lost. He lost his. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Couldn't follow
Leo,
my own
you see
footsteps back.
Leo, you're talking to your father and you're talking about the statue and stuff. Everyone has gone their own way. And you see one of the guards come. And he goes up to Kelleran. Ah, you got a mighty fine slingshot, huh? How's it working for you?
Doesn't kill anything.
You don't always need to kill stuff. You know that, right?
What's the point of a weapon if not to use it to kill?
I'm starting to think this is why Mom left.
She left because you couldn't get it up.
And you watch as let me see.
He just said, your
Oh
mom
my
left
god!
you.
Oh my god! You watch
You
as
responded with your dick don't work.
you watch as Kalen gets backhanded slap with a nat 20 in the middle of the field.
Mom's boyfriend hit harder.
You take you take three damage as the city guard with his armor on backhand slaps you. You don't speak about your mother that way. We all know your mother had her own reasons for doing stuff. No reason to act out on me, Caitlin. I'm taking care of you.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like you're doing here. And I spit blood out of my mouth.
Caitlin, I'm your father. I'm just trying to help, you know? I put food on the table. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay. That's all that matters. Then why are we having this conversation?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you want to be dark and depressing with my backstory? Let's fucking do it, bro. Let's go.
And then Leo's dad kind of like, he kind of shuffles you out of the way so you don't hear the conversation. He kind of like shuffles you to where Valerie is and the sorceress over here.
Is it normal for them to just beat the shit out of children?
Well, we don't have to do that with you, Leo and Valerie. You guys, you have to, for the other kids, you need to be, how do we say, kind of like an example for everybody else. Being a Frostborn and all, we are the leader of this village.
Oh, can you do something about his dark oppressiveness over there?
Of course, I'll speak with him. I mean, we can't be showing a show of force of, children in the middle of the square.
Do that in your own home. If you're gonna beat your kids, at least do it behind closed doors.
My goodness.
Jesus, do it like
Yeah, I don't want to see it, man.
And then
anybody else peep my mom's eyes?
There's nothing wrong with your mom's eyes. Don't worry about it.
Anybody else peep the fact that they're
Yeah,
solid
they're
purple?
kind of demonic.
Bro, he's getting Coraline.
Oh, it's the other mother.
What did I just do with this guy? I just lost him. I just literally just lost this guy. Let me go back to him.
Oh, where'd my parents go?
Yeah, your parents are here.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry.
you better switch to somebody else's story before I end up knocked unconscious in the town square.
He's gonna
Rolling death saves.
Yeah, let me. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff hidden here. That's why.
Clearly, Bethesda didn't make this game.
Nah, not Bethesda.
Okay, yeah, you're in here. I don't know
Jesus
why everything's
Christ,
hidden in
Jacob.
here, but there you go. I don't know why all that stuff is hidden, but that table's hidden as well. Okay.
I kept disappearing when I walked into certain things.
Yeah, there's there's a bunch of stuff hidden here, but anyway, yeah. So there's a table and stuff in there, and then there's a bunch of stuff being cooked or whatever. Did you have fun, Sadros?
I saw the future again.
What? What are
That's
you
what it says
talking?
in my character sheet, that I can see the future. That's what I keep talking about.
Yeah, and you see as one of the elves. He goes down on one knee and says, "Salros, no one can see the future. Are you okay?"
I saw that Bran was gonna find me, so I tried to find a new spot, but I didn't get there in time, and then he found me looking for the new spot.
Well, I don't. And he sees, he peers over to the other male elf, and he's like,
I miss Mom.
Well,
Here you thought you were gonna get some nice wholesome RP play with family background and everything. Nah, we gonna beat
and you see
these
as
children.
you're gonna beat these. You see as the elf that's wearing like more nobility clothes and everything, and he turns over to the guy. He's like, well, Farron, he's kind of like your mom, He's been here from the beginning.
Farron's nice to me. Mom's not.
Yes, and you see, Mom went on her own adventure, as you know. And maybe when you get older, you will go on your own adventure as well, Cyros.
Does Mom hate me? Like,
Jesus Christ.
hates him.
Cyros, there's no way to speak like this in the middle of the restaurant. Please.
Or their customers.
Yeah, they're just like, bringing food in and out, and they're bringing it out to the market and stuff.
Oh. I'm
Don't
sorry.
speak like that in front of company.
In front of company. In front of company. It's just smack. Cyros, and then you see as Fearin, the other elf with the spear, he comes down, and he's on one knee. Cyros, you're going to be an astonishment to this world. You are going to build the best recipes known to man. and everyone far and wide is gonna come and eat your delicacies, no matter where they're from. And your name will be spoken all around Faerun.
Talk about eating delicacies.
I don't like it when people talk about me.
Side bros, if you're going to be an astounded chef, just like me and your father, you have to play the part.
By the way, you're black. Your dad's black as well.
Don't stop. It's all
I'm half and half.
I'll get another model. Your other dad is Voss.
Yeah. I can't believe they recasted my dad. Oh, he's in green.
Voss and green.
He's in green and he has elf ears.
Voss and green. He's green and they recasted him before the season.
Yeah. They couldn't work the contract out.
Crazy.
They wanted a leading role.
Yeah, the original script had your mom and dad, but then like the contract changed, so then we changed it to 2 dads. You know, changed. You know.
I can cook and then, but I want to do both. I want to cook and adventure. I'll use cooking to beat the monsters.
And you see as the other guy comes down with the spear, he's still like down there looking at you, and he you know glares at the other guy, and the other guy just has like a very stout face with wine in his hand, and he's just looking. He's like, Rion, please. Rion, please say something to your son. He needs some type of encouragement. You know, he's gonna be a very powerful chef one day. He's gonna take over the family business, you know. And he kind of looks at you with like disdain. The boy couldn't cook if he tried.
Oh shit!
Bran and Elian are gonna go adventure, and they need me to help them. I'm gonna help them.
Adventure? You're gonna leave your poor dads here to fend for themselves as they get old?
When Mom was here that one time, she said...
Don't speak her name in this house. Her name is forbidden.
She says she made fat stacks.
What?
Dungeon crawl.
What are fat stacks?
It's stacks of gold. She hit me with a bag of them.
Is this similar to what they call skibbity riz?
Bran said no one says that anymore.
Bran said, all right, go to your room and play Fortnite. Get away from me.
I can't do the dances. I tried.
I tried. Yeah, and then we go back to the OG family. Your mother has made quite the stew today. We captured a massive rabbit right outside here. Well, I know it's your favorite, Leo. Rabbit stew.
I like stew.
You don't like stew anymore.
I said I like stew.
Oh, you do like stew? Yeah. Well, your mother is gonna give you 3 plates worth. And then you see as Valerie comes on. I don't like rabbit stew. I like turtles more. Why would you eat a turtle, Valerie? I don't know.
A little turtle ate too fair.
Cause I can eat a turtle. That's why. When I grow up and I'm gonna be like a spellcaster just like mommy, and I'm gonna be able to like, you know, catch the turtles with like force fields and stuff, and then I'm gonna bring them, and then I'm gonna like choke them out. Oh, shit. And you see as both of the parents kind of look at each other, and then they kind of look back at Leo, like, you know, as the firstborn son, maybe you should talk to your little sister.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, It's gonna be kind of hard to choke on a turtle when it sucks its head back in. Just.
Well, that's quite true. Well, let us go back home and enjoy dinner as a family. And you guys go off. And give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
The only happy family in this town.
Everyone else is happy. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, my family's happy.
Yeah, they're happy.
Like pull on my loose tooth, and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm great.
Yeah. So
baby tooth anyway.
Yeah, you guys own this massive house, and there's just a bunch of people in the bottom that are just like They work for the family. You guys have like your own bar, a bunch of seats and stuff, and there's a big table in the middle. And I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Let me put everybody in their respective houses. Give
My
me
dad
two.
looks an awful lot like my old Minnie.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Kind of looks just like you.
Strange. Is this like one of those royal families where they marry in family like Game of Thrones, or? I'm just trying to gauge the expectations of my lineage. Oh shit, we got a feast over here, boys.
I have
We're
carrots.
getting drunk
A
up in this
feast?
house. There it is. That
At
is
this hour?
4. I see what he did there.
Can someone play the laughing track? Still on that.
16, 21,
I don't know.
24, 26. There's 31 pints of beer on the tables, and this chick's about to bring 6 more. It's like 8 people in this house. It's getting
All right.
fucked up.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, you guys come back into this massive area, and you can see like there's a bunch of people in your house, and there's a long table. Everyone's already sat down, and they're all drinking and stuff.
Is this my room in here in the closet?
Oh hell yeah! No, I'm kidding. You live upstairs, one of the nice rooms.
Like Harry Potter style. Get under the fucking counter.
And your father goes, and he sits at the head of the table, and his wife is next to him, and then Valerie's right next to him, and then you sit next to your mom.
Do. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Yeah, and the night goes by, and it kind of gets a little darker. Let me change that thing. And everybody already has drinks in their hands, and they're all speaking, and they're all like having their own conversations. So give me a perception check, Leo.
Boy, will I. Look at that chick's face. Holy fuck, her eyes are fucked up.
You see things differently as a kid.
You say perception?
Yes, please. I mean, you could roll investigation if you please, or yeah.
No, it's fine. Go back to my little stat sheet I have here. It's a +2. It is. Yeah. 20.
Oh, damn.
30.
Yeah, you're looking around, and everyone's eating the stew and other fancy meals, and everyone's drinking and having they're all just having a grand old time. Like everyone's eating, and pies and everything are being brought. There's like servants and stuff bringing stuff to you guys. And while you're having a time of your life, and you guys are all eating your favorite food or whatever, you see as like this stouty man, the stouty elf, is also speaking to your father, and because of your amazing perception check, you're able to kind of like listen in. Tell me, how many times have I told you? We can celebrate and do whatever we want, but nothing's still going to change what happened. I understand you're an elder of this council, and your opinion is very valid, but if we don't show how we should be living, the rest of the village is going to, believe that something is wrong. But something is wrong. It's only been 10 years since we, and he like shows his neck and like eradicated the, people who lived here a while ago. We don't speak about this here. And you see as his wife kind of goes up and goes, you may be an elder, but things are changing around here. No need to speak to Tamio that way. We are in control now, and things are going to change here, okay? Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you know, there's always that chance of that impending doom, you know, to come back for revenge. They breed really fast. You never know. I think we should go out again. We should end them completely. End that whole lineage. First, we drink, and we enjoy ourselves. No need to talk politics here at the table. Yes, but... And you see as Valerie goes up to her dad. Daddy, are you gonna read me a story again? Oh yes, Valerie, of course. I'm gonna tell you about the Feywild and all these other stories of the first elves to come over here. Daddy's gonna read you whatever you want. And then we're gonna cut back. The Cyros. It's nighttime. I think you hid yourself again, Cyros? Oh no, yeah, you're in your bed. You're in the bed. Yeah, in the bed or whatever. And your parents are there. And they're like tucking you in.
I can see the future.
Shut your mouth. Stop talking about this.
Go on and become the strongest universe.
And yeah, Farian comes up and he you know, he kind of like, you know, puts you into bed and gets you a nice warm glass of milk for you. Cyros.
Yeah.
If it's true how you feel about seeing the future or whatever, maybe that is your power. That is your magic that they've given you.
But I never do anything in time.
Yes, but you're still young. You're gonna learn as you get older and you see things in a different way. Maybe you'll be able to manipulate the power. Be stronger. And
That sounds scary.
you see as like the other man, he turns on, he's like, stop giving the boy false hopes.
He's right.
Eldred, I remember when you were such a hopeless romantic. Where did that magic go away? It was never there in the first time. And he leaves. Your dad he's a very upset man. But
He's mad about mom.
no. Your mother, she's doing her own
He's
thing.
mad at me.
He's not mad at you either. You're the best boy that we have here.
Damn, why wasn't I enough for mom to stay?
Oh my god.
The only boy they have.
Oh my goodness. I need a roll for this. It's easy as an answer. Your mom loved you very, very much. But I need to tell you something, Cyros. There are things in this
Small penis.
there are things in this world that are out of her control. Even you can see the future. You see all these things and these magic and, you know, fantasies and stuff, but you're not in full control of it, right? All you can do is try to manipulate it as much as you can, you see?
Yeah, I see. If I act right away,
Yeah.
then maybe I can do something.
Yeah. And who's the best chef around here?
Me.
Cyros, yes. You're the best little chef. You're
You
gonna
could
be
the second best.
Oh, you're telling me I'm going to be your sous chef? That's quite prestigious of you.
Don't sue me.
What?
Don't sue me, please.
Maybe we should have told you to stay after school for a while.
Nope, I'll be good. I just like to lay in and close my eyes.
Yeah, close your eyes. And then he like kisses you goodnight. He says, "Good night, my little chef." And he closes the door. And we're going back to Bran. Bran, it is late, and your family is you know, they're cleaning up and they're telling you to like grab all the stuff and everything to like put it away and bring it back to the house.
Brand's just big chilling on some boxes.
Well, Bran.
All right, Dad, I'll get the biggest box. 'Cause I'm strong.
Oh, you're so strong. Give me a strength save. Strength.
Natural one.
3.
3. You will like start to lift the box and it's filled with like a bunch of potatoes and stuff in it. And you start to struggle a little bit, but then your dad comes in with his brawny muscles and his giant backpack that he carries around. And he grabs it right before you drop it.
Thanks for the help, Dad. I almost had it though.
Oh yeah, you did. You almost had it. You're gonna be way stronger than me when you grow up. I can see it from here.
Thanks, Dad. You know, thanks for
Just
not
like-
beating.
Things are not beating.
You're a good dad.
He's not your dad.
Well, of course. Why would I put a hand on you? You're too strong. You would overcome me.
True.
Yeah, true. Now, Bran. Let's finish up putting all these boxes away, and then we head back to the house. Let's
Oh wow.
Okay.
I'll make
Your
some-
mama stout.
make some potato stew.
Oh, I love potatoes.
Yeah, of course. It's your favorite. I'm gonna make it for you.
Good question.
Yeah.
You know,
What's your question?
how the fuck is Bran so tall when his short black
Don't
father?
worry. Don't worry about his theater of the mind.
Well, I probably reached my full growing height.
Yeah, you
That's,
very.
like, at the age of like 7.
Yeah, and then we're back to Kale. You guys live over here at this little house.
Bran looks an awful lot like my dad. That's all I'm saying.
That's so weird. Why does Bran look like my brother? Caloran, you live over here in this small little shack.
Oh, okay. Where's my
Little
person?
girl
There it is.
standing in the middle of the walkway looks creepy as shit.
Which girl? Where?
This one, just
Just chilling. And you guys are just sitting there. You're there reading a book in your bed, hanging out, and you see as your dad is drowning his sorrows by the table with a bunch of bottles of alcohol.
Alright.
drunk
Let
alcoholic
me lock in
abusive
real
father.
quick.
Let me lock it real quick.
Yeah,
Alright.
while he's drunk.
And he turns-
We're gonna play trauma chicken. You ready to go?
And he turns around and he looks at you. He says,
Run back.
"Kaylin, when are you gonna get a job, Kaylin? You're quite the age now. Playing with your friends and doing all this nonsense doesn't put anything on the table for us."
Neither does drinking your feelings away. Just continue reading my book. It doesn't even bother me.
It doesn't even bother you that he's like saying whatever. You want to be like your dad, right?
Just another Tuesday.
Watch Captain.
Why would I want to be like you?
And he like looks
I
at the
wanna be
bottle.
better than you.
He looks at the bottle and he looks back. And he like throws the bottle against the wall. And then as the bottle falls to the ground, you see the label on it. It says Red Dragon Crush on it.
Damn it.
Start licking it off.
Oh Jesus.
No, yeah, he goes over to the table or whatever. He's like, "Well, I got supper over here. I brought it from the merchants over there. They made some extra potato stew for us. If you want to eat."
Probably hungry.
Yeah. And he looks over him, and you can see like he's like buzzed, like he's very buzzed at the moment. And sees, "Caitlin, you know why I'm so hard on you, right?"
Yeah, because I remind you of mom.
"You do have the same hair as her, and those stank ass eyes."
Better to be hard on you than hard in you. You know what I'm saying?
And you just roasted both his characters.
But even with, such anger in her eyes and everything, I really love that about her. She was the only reason that kept me sane for a long time. It's just been really difficult. I'm sorry.
No, you're not, but it's okay.
No, I genuinely am. I'm very sorry. I apologize for hitting you in the middle of town square. It's just, I can't be shown up by my child as the watch guard captain and you mouthing off on me like that.
You tell me I need to grow up, and then you talk about being shown up by a child, Mr. Watchguard Captain. Feel big now? You hit a kid. And threw a bottle against the wall.
God. And he like stands up and he like slams his hands against the table. I know you believe that you're so witty and so smart and so tactful in your words, but it doesn't do anything. It's empty air that you keep throwing into this world. Show me.
What can I do with
Get a job.
my shitty
Do
eye?
something better. You're the oldest of all of your group of friends. There's other kids out here working already with their families.
Yeah, maybe because their family loves them.
Oh, you think I don't love you? If I didn't love you, I would have gotten rid of you years ago.
You keep me around to keep up appearances. I get it.
What appearances do I
business
need to
decision.
keep?
Oh, you're the Watchguard Captain. Big, strong man.
Do you really think I need to show force on a kid to show how powerful I am? No need.
Well, you certainly took the opportunity.
And then he looks over to you and he's like, you know, drinking or whatever. Just go to bed, Kelren.
I'm
Eat
gonna
your
stay up
stew.
and read.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there and he's sitting up to read, and then he do a perception check.
Okay. Oh, where is it? Perception is wisdom. Great. Fucking sick.
You can do investigation. That doesn't really matter.
No, I mean, either way, my stats aren't good for that. Well, 6.
6. You see, yeah, your father is just sitting there. He's drinking, but he's like holding a photo of somebody with red hair as well. And he's just, as you're reading your book, you kind of look back and forth, and he's just crying on the desk, just like moping. And then he just walks out. He takes all his gear off and everything, obviously, but before he eats, and then he just walks outside.
Before he leaves, I'm gonna look up from my book. Like, you know, Dad, someday the guard's gonna need to be saved. And I'll be there. And I go back to reading my book.
Yeah, I hope so. We're gonna need someone with your leadership capabilities eventually. Your man doesn't really have long for this world, I imagine.
He just said he's gonna kill himself.
No. Who we're missing, and then a Leon.
Leon.
Elian. Elias! Okay. And you are in this little, like, small shack. Very cramped. Very one bed to fit all of you in here.
A lot of caskets, though.
A lot of caskets.
Boy, what in the fuck is he wearing?
My boy, the priest? That's why they live in... This is why they live poverty. You spend all his money on the drip.
Goddamn flesh-colored outfit he's got on.
And then he looks
Boy.
over him, and Elias is
His
sleeping.
mom looks batshit crazy.
Yeah, Elias is, you know, they have his little bed there and whatever. And whatever. You have fun with your friends today. Good day, right, Right, Elian?
I had a lot of fun.
Oh, yes. You're the brightest child out here. You were the sun of my life.
You get my -1 intelligence. Yeah, I am.
Of course. Without you, I can't go day by day working, and, you know, of course I love my job, and I love, you know, preaching to everybody here, but, you know, without that motivation, it just wouldn't be the same.
Well, I'm still gonna be a warrior, not a priest.
How many times I gotta tell you? Just joking.
I'll fight back. A good warrior fights back.
Yeah, his warrior fights back. As long as you're a warrior for the right cause, you have my full support. I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Yeah, I'll be a paladin.
No, we don't do that around here. We're clerics around here.
No, I'll be a paladin.
No. I understand, and you see as the woman, like, you know, tugs the guy's shirt like a little bit, like he's saying, okay. You can be a paladin, yes, of course.
I cast Divine Smite.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait.
Wait. Well, parents just like us, you're gonna. There's no way divination isn't flowing through your veins. You're gonna be the best at whatever you want to be.
Thanks, Dad.
Of course, Jam. And he kind of like, gives you like a very soft punch, but it's very mildly weak. It doesn't do anything.
Can I dodge and
Can you
counter?
counter his punch? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you counter. You kind of move it away. He's like, oh, you're a warrior in training already. I see.
Look at Dad.
The Divine Smite goes in. That's what it is.
All right, go to sleep now. Me and your mom have to talk about some stuff. Just joking.
And
What would you want your baby brother's name to be? Oh my god.
I'm on the roof somehow.
Yeah, you kind of just teleport or whatever.
I'm trying to go into the coffin to sleep.
Yeah.
Because there's only one bed.
There's only one bed. It's kind of like Willy Wonka. You guys all share the same bed.
Sleep in the coffin so I can fuck your mom.
I gotta go do some business real quick. And yeah, you guys, we go back to the Frostborn's house.
Back.
What the hell am I doing? Where's the first floor? I lost it. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I lost the first floor. And it's pretty late,
Got a
but
question.
yeah, what's your question?
How old is Leo?
Fucking Leo's young as shit. I know he's old already.
Prepubescent Leo? Are we going through puberty? What are we doing?
I would say like,
Where we
yeah,
at, Mark?
prepubescent.
All right. Because this
For
chick
elf
next to me
lives.
got a fucking dumper.
You see your dad looking at you. Ah, just like your dad. And yeah, everyone else is, all the council members start to leave and stuff. They all begin
Bye,
to.
Felicia. Whoa, where'd this fucking random white dude came from?
They start to leave and stuff. All these people part of the council.
Baby, come back.
And you see as he goes up to Therian. He's like talking to him. He's like, the scouts have found some unbarely footsteps several miles away from the village. Are we to take action or not, Therian? Keep a close eye out. I'm sure it's anything we can't handle. Well, of course, sir. And he runs off. Where
Gotta
did-
go up to my dad. Hey, Pop.
Yeah, champ, how can I help you?
What was old guy talking about before? We took this village and it's ours and we didn't eradicate. What's eradicate?
And he looks over to his wife. He's like, well, you see, there are bad people in this world, and, sometimes good people do bad things for good reasons.
Man,
Jade, I'm about to get sued.
It's when they try to change up the Great Power Street.
Yeah.
also, where do babies come from?
Well, and he looks over to his wife. Sultana, are you gonna take this? I don't. And she looks back at him. He's like, that's your job. That's not mine. Come on, Valerie. Let's get out of here. Let me go get you some milk.
Oh, whoa.
From the cow.
I breastfed till I was 9.
Yeah, and then she goes upstairs, and you see as the lady leaves or whatever, and it's just you and your father.
Alright, now that they're gone, who did we get the village from?
The village is rightfully ours. It's always been ours. You see the statue that's in front? We got Farian, Dalmor, Branish, and Fiorella. They were the founding elves. Fiorella is more open to us because of our lineage, as you know. We're wood elves. If you didn't put that together.
Why does my PP stand up sometimes at night?
No, yeah. You're going through changes, Leo. Changes as you're becoming a man, you know? And sometimes things happen as you're a man. And eventually, when you're fully grown, you're gonna have to take over this village for me. You're gonna carry on the Frostborn name.
Carrying names. Do we like put it on a tablet and just like carry it around? Like,
No, everyone is gonna know. Everyone knows it's a Frostborn name. We've been here for a long time now. And, you know, we get this lineage directly from Freeland.
yes.
And when you grow up, you're gonna be as powerful and as sneaky as your father. And then he goes up to
I
the
certainly
table.
hope so.
It's like, now, you know, one thing about being sneaky is taking snacks into bed. And he sees he like cuts some of the pies or whatever and some of the sweets and he starts putting it in his pockets or whatever.
He also walks over to the red hen, takes her to the bed. And I just sleight of hand the pie into my pocket.
Yeah, he just lets you, he looks, he's like, just like that.
Walk up the stairs with it mushing in my pocket.
Bushing in your pocket or whatever. Yeah, you go to your I'm gonna put your bed. You literally have like your own room. It's huge. There's a bunch of beds and stuff inside of them.
Hell yeah. Just
You got
find out
the-
where the fuck I went. There I am.
You got the big beds.
Oh, great heavens! I got a whole table.
Yeah, you're rich.
I'm a rich bitch.
And then you go to your bed and then your dad kind of like tucks you in. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Your dad like tucks you in and, you know, puts you to, you know, gets you ready for sleep and stuff. And Leo, what are you gonna be when you grow up?
Murdering psychopath.
No, Leo. This is before you became a murdering psychopath. This is canon.
I'm gonna be a ranger.
A ranger? Why would you want to be a ranger? Like the knight captain?
Oh no, not like that. No, that dude's a pleb. Also an alcoholic.
No way.
Very lonely old man. I'm going to be the leader of the village.
Well, of course. Big, strong man like you.
What the fuck's in my hand?
I think it's like a stick.
It is a stick.
Big, strong man like you. You will take over and you will show the leadership skills that the Frostborn have been passing on for many years now. Several hundreds of years. Give me a perception check. With advantage. You can do this with advantage.
Perception check is en route. Gonna be a 15.
Amazing. You look over and, you know, like as your dad comes up and he, you know, tucks you in or anything, but he kind of like moves around his robe and stuff. And you see a sword in his hilt that looks oddly familiar, but you don't know why.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna look at it.
Okay, yeah. You look at it, and you can see like an aura kind of like emanating from it, and you know, stuff or whatever.
Oh, great heavens! He almost stood on me.
No, but like,
I
yeah.
don't want to see up the rope.
He like tucks you. He tucks you in and everything. He's like, well, sweet dreams, my frostborn heir. You're going to be a very important man one day. I just can't wait till I see it happen.
Birds and unicorns and butterflies and
Because you're a good kid, of course. We would say that maybe you're good. Not chaotic good, regular good.
regular good.
Neutral good.
Regular, nice, neutral good. Thinking about butterflies and stuff. And then yeah, he goes off, and then
I'll fall to my slumber thinking about the lady in red downstairs.
Lady in Red, just like in the Matrix.
Is this where I take the red or blue pill?
Morpheus shows up and enters your room.
Oh, good heavens!
Yeah, and you guys all, you know, slumber and go to sleep and do whatever you guys are doing, speaking to your alcoholic fathers and stuff.
Yeah.
Give me a second. And as you're all sleeping and doing your things and, you know, talking to your family and having a beautiful time and everything, you hear Leo, especially, he wakes up first. He you hear like screaming, and you hear the bells ringing in your village.
Oh no! Huh. Dun-dun-dun. To action.
To action. And then Kilrun, you wake up and your father is completely gone already.
Oh, is this a window right here?
By you?
I'm gonna peer. Yeah, I'm gonna look out the window.
Yeah, you can look out the window. Give me a perception.
13.
13, yeah. You smell sulfur in the air, and you hear screaming and wailing from everybody outside in the village. And you kind of see like glimpses of lights flashing everywhere.
Wait, so I don't see these two big hulking motherfuckers right here.
Nope, not yet.
Awesome. What is going on?
You hear like stomping and noises, and everyone's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! What's going?" They're like, "Oh my god! What's going on?"
This is is this my parents' room or is this my parents' room?
Oh, your parents' is the master bedroom, closest to the stairs.
All right. I will run over there. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, and then you as you go to the door bursts open, and your dad runs out, and you see the sword already unhilted from his hilt and stuff, and you see as the mom follows him, and your
What's
mom.
going on?
We're under siege, son. It's time to defend our village.
Oh,
And
I
your
got my
dad-
stick.
Your dad runs out, and then your sister is waking up from the slumber, and she comes out. Mommy, what's happening? And then she gathers you and your sister. Whatever you do, Leo, ensure Valerie it's safe. It's all that matters, okay? You must keep the lineage alive.
Oh, we do have to fuck. Goddamn.
No, that's not what I said. Keep your sister alive.
I will keep her safe.
Yeah, and then you see as she
on,
gives
Valerie.
she gives you and Valerie a necklace, and one there's two pieces of it. One is given to you and one is given to her. Your dad and I are going to protect this village. It's our duty. We have to ensure that everyone survives. But mommy, what if something bad happens to you? Nothing's gonna happen to me, dear. We're gonna make sure that everyone's going to live. Do not worry. And she storms off. And you and Valerie are holding onto a necklace.
What if we touch tips?
Then we're gonna go back to Kaylin. You hear screaming, and there's a fire. You hear fire roaring outside of your house. Oh, Kaylin! He might be muted. Okay, never mind. We're going to Brent. Oh, are you here?
What happened?
Yeah, you.
We're on you, bud.
The door is wide open, and you see that your father's gear. He took everything, and he's rushing. He seemed as if he left in a rush.
I grabbed this little knife off the table here.
Yeah, it's a regular knife. It's say that it does 1d4 damage.
Hell yeah. Basically an unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run out there. Do I see? I
You
guess I
also
don't see
have
my dad.
a sorry, I forgot to add this into your. You also have a slingshot.
Ah.
You
Fun.
can add that.
Does it also do 1d4?
You can search up slingshot. It has its own properties.
Ah, okay.
You remember the slingshot from Neighbors that slingshots dildos? That's what you got.
Exactly.
Dang.
Exactly what you got.
I would.
You come
Okay,
out.
I guess let's just
You
get right
open
into
the
it.
yeah. You open the door and then you see everything, and you see huge hulkish figures rampaging through the city and out through the village. And Cyros, you're also awakened because your dads wake you up and they take you out because your house is on fire.
That girl's about to get fucking.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I
murdered.
just run up and tell that chick to get inside.
Yeah, and you see as
Dummy.
yeah, you go in and then you your fathers wake you up and they're trying to grab you and stuff and get you out of there.
What's happening? I didn't see this future.
Your powers kind of suck.
I said that, you said they didn't.
And yeah, as soon as you guys come out, Kelrin and
Kelrin.
Salros are able to see each other, and you see this this girl that is standing there, and you can see the 4 hulkish figures coming behind her.
Don't forget her fucking. I was about to say, don't forget her twin that's sitting over there next to her.
Twin's gone. She's been decapitated. And fires all over the place, and the bells are ringing everywhere.
What do we do? Where's everyone else?
Boy, our security force is really lacking.
Yeah, at the moment.
My dad is fucking hammered.
I thought you said that makes him stronger.
Yeah, and you see
Nice.
as the
Not a drunken fist monk.
you see the orcs are coming in, and they're coming closer, and they see both of you, and they start walking towards you. And then yeah, you can just stay right there for a second. And they're coming closer to you, and both your dads jump into action in front of you and try to protect you. And one of them, let me roll real quick. We're not gonna go into initiative mode because we're gonna keep it for now. I already know what their initiatives are at the moment. You see as
He's gonna get to watch both of his dads die. That's awesome.
yeah, you see as the hulkish figure comes in, and he tries to swipe at your fancy dad, and he like weaves it out of the way, and then your other dad pierces him with one of the with his spear and stabs him straight into the neck. And you see the orc is still like trying to fight, but he's being held down. Cyros, take your friend, get out of here. There's no need for this.
Okay, yes, sir. Come on, Kaylin. We gotta run. We gotta find the other guys.
And then we're gonna cut
We're just gonna
to
leave these kids in front of us.
yeah, we're gonna cut back to
My
Bran.
parents. My dad said to run.
Bran, you
They
come
don't
out
have
of
names. They don't matter.
you're awakened by your father and everything, and your father's already outside, and he's already, you can see that he's fighting one of the orcs already outside, and your mother turns to you, like, Dad. And he turns around.
It's my 7th dad this week.
Yeah, he turns around. He turns around, and as he turns around to look at you, the orc takes the opportunity and stabs him straight through the stomach.
Damn, you killed your dad.
You killed your dad.
Bran, protect your mother. That's all that matters. You see as your mom.
Oh, you bastards! I dare you!
Your mom rushes out, and she has like a bunch of pots and pans, and she starts throwing them. She's hysterically crying, figuring out what the hell just happened. She's throwing a bunch of pots and pans towards these burly orcs.
Run, Mom!
No, Bran. You run. I'm going to die next to my husband.
Tell that guy behind you to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's just running for his life. He's just running for his life. He just starts running this way.
Throw
Bran.
an apple at him. Shit.
Bran, be a good little boy. You're gonna be fine. Get out of here.
I'll start running.
You start running, yeah.
A run scream.
And Leon, you are awakened to this, and you smell sulfur, and your house is being lit on fire. Your little shack.
I mean, I wake up.
Yes, you do wake up.
And who would you say is my best friend out of the friend group?
How many other? There's 5 of them.
Yeah, it's fine.
1, 2, 3,
I mean,
4,
4 outside of
5.
me.
There's so 4 extras.
I'm gonna roll a D1. Leo is your best friend.
Fuck yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
My best friend's Valerie.
Valerie. And
So I will go
Alright,
outside,
Caleb.
and I assume I see the orcs.
yeah, your parents are outside, and you can see that your dad has some type of armor that you've never seen before, and he has it adorned himself. And your mother also has armor adorned onto herself that you've never seen before in your life. And you see as they're casting spells and they're throwing light magic everywhere.
Must have been Kate when I went in the side casket.
Mom, Dad, what's happening?
And Leon, you have to live. Go. Protect your friends. You're the future. You were the light. And you see as like the orc kind of like slams like a bucket onto your dad, and he kind of like deflects it.
So yes, sir.
And then you
I'm
see as like,
running.
yeah, as you're running, and then you see your parents, 4 of the orcs are like, they're coming in and they're trying to like, overpower them just by their sheer strength. And you see as like, your dad slices one of them, and then like, it's kind of like barely alive. And you see like your mom shoot some type of radiant magic straight to its head.
And I will be running to Leo's house.
Yeah, you can start running. We'll just say you go to Leo's house. And as you're running, you're watching as like fire is burning all over the village and stuff. All right, we're back to Leo.
Dope.
Are mommy and
Still
daddy gonna
standing
be
in the-
okay? There's a lot of people screaming.
Going to be. Everything will be fine. It'll all.
I don't think so. And she like peers out the window. It's like, they're burning down all the houses. What are we gonna do, Leo?
Well, I mean, as long as they don't burn down this house, we'll be all right.
Leo, we have to do something. We're Frostborns.
Sure. Do
And you see as she runs off into
see any weapons?
yeah, she runs
Around
off. She runs off into the your parents' bedroom. She's like, mommy and daddy always thought they can lock this up, but I've seen them before. And she pulls out 2 short swords.
I'll take one.
Yeah, and she grabs a short sword as well. For the short sword, you're only gonna have a
And then-
+1 to hit, or whatever your plus modifier
Yeah,
is. to
that's
attack.
fine.
Yeah. And she looks at you and she grabs the
and
necklace.
Before she comes out, I want to.
You want to what?
I grab it.
You gonna grab her
I want-
sword? You're cutting in and out.
See if
So.
I can put the 2 together. No.
Oh,
I
you're
just wanna
trying
see if Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. You're trying to put both of the necklace
I want to
pieces
try
together?
to put the necklace
Oh.
together.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you try to snatch it from her, and then you put it together, and then like they fit perfectly next to each other and together, and then nothing happens.
Sweet. I'll give her the piece, and I'll be like, "Stay here. Mom said we have to stay safe."
No, she said both of us need to stay safe. I need to go out there. I need to fight. I know how to use a sword. You don't even know how to use one.
I shut the door.
Do you like bar the door or something?
Yep. I'm
Okay.
gonna take that sword and
Okay,
the
so
door.
so you bar it with the other door, and you hear her like slamming on the door. And she's like, "Mommy said we're supposed to be together. Why are you not listening to her?"
I am. I'm about.
Yeah, and then you're able
We're just gonna
to.
hang out. Oh,
Yeah, you're like going.
and then I'm just gonna sit right here.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna sit over there, and then we're gonna go back to Kilrin and Cyros. So your two fathers are still fighting them off or whatever, and then I would say the easiest exit is you have to go to the main gate.
We gotta go. Kaylin, my dad said so.
Okay.
He's like unfazed. He's unfazed about everything.
I've been beaten
Fucking
and
yeah.
thrown bottles at tonight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We'll sneak. We'll be sneaky like Leo.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
can roll
going
stealth.
to
Corner.
this.
Yeah, you guys can roll self, and you gotta pick the corner. You see as you pick the corner, you're looking. You hear like massive footsteps coming from the front gate, and you said, "Grab the catapults! We have to take down these gigantic creatures." There's no way. How do they have trolls?
Oh yeah, we're so cooked.
And you hear like
16 on top.
yeah, you hear bashing, and you hear like noises, and you hear like men falling from the top of the gates.
Right.
Collins
I gotta
Stanley
hit
Allure. Where are you guys hiding? You guys are hiding over there. Yeah, you guys see as one of these trolls climbs over the gate like easily. He just climbs right over, and some of the guards are like trying to stab in. And he just like flicks them away, starts to flick them away and stuff. And then he says he looks at Cyros and Kaylin, and he starts trying to climb into this house. And as he climbs onto the house, his immense weight immediately caves in the roof.
Can I shoot the torch and light the hay on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I guess I
Can I
have
give it
no
a help
bonus
action in
anything.
any way?
Yeah, just roll to hit. That's fine.
All right.
You're so fucked.
It's 13 to hit.
Yeah, you're able to hit it, and the hay ignites, and you see the troll like looking at it. Fire bad. Why fire bad? And he's like trying to get rid of it. And we're gonna go back to Bran.
What do we do?
Bran, you watch as your mother
Run,
gets
Bran.
slaughtered in front of you with pots and pans in her hand.
Yeah, I'm fucking sprint.
Sprint. Okay, what general direction are you gonna do? As you look forward, you see Therian and Sultana, the leaders, the Frostborn, the leaders of the village in there. They're fighting off a few orcs. You can see that they're masterful at their art, so they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fucking go this way, cut around the square.
Yeah. Where the hell is this guy? I need to find this
Look,
one.
it's a
dude.
cat.
And as you as you come into the middle of the square, you see a orc that's brandished with what seems to be a crown made out of bones and a large mace, and his chest is open. He has not his chest is open, but his chest is bare, and he has what looks like markings on his chest, and he looks over to you. And what are you doing here, little boy?
Looking for the
Pretty
bathroom.
good for an orc.
And he comes closer to you, and then he, like, you know, you're scared shook or whatever, and he grabs you by your collar.
Ah.
Eradication. The only way to get rid of filth like you. And
No way.
as you're being held onto your hand or whatever, you see an arrow come by from general direction where Therian was, and it shoots his arm, and he drops you. And you hear Therian in the background. Oh, you're gonna pick on kids, eh? How about you fight someone your own size, you loser? And he gives you the opportunity to like run some more. And you hear like spells and stuff being shot out, and everyone is going crazy and stuff. And we lost Leon. Where are you running to?
To the Frostborn house.
Okay, as you're running to the Frostborn house, you see two massive trolls and a few other orcs, and they're just slaying down people left and right. They haven't noticed you because they're too busy, you know, committing bloodshed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run inside. I'm trying to find Leo.
Yeah, you're good to run inside.
Yep.
You close the door?
No, I'm leaving it open.
Oh, you're gonna leave it open? Okay.
I mean, people are running in and out. If I close it, I'm just going to jump up between.
Yeah, you come in and you see a bunch of the like diplomats and senior counselors. They're just hiding in place in here, not even trying to fight.
No, damn. I don't care. I'm running upstairs.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to go upstairs, and Leo, you hear footsteps coming up to the second floor.
Oh, get back up.
Yeah, you can just go upstairs.
I'm going to get like right here and like hide and prepare
Yeah, you're
my
good.
little stick.
Yeah. Well, you have a short sword.
I will go around the
Oh,
corner.
it's in the door.
Oh, I thought you.
Wait, he wouldn't see me.
What?
So I'm going around the corner.
Both of you
Wait,
roll
so he wouldn't
self.
see-
Both of you roll perception.
So he wouldn't see me coming.
You
before, like, I am around the corner.
clown. Yeah, no, this is
that's
is.
the
I
4
rolled-
for stealth and
I
a
rolled a 2.
12 for perception.
2 for stealth and what's my wisdom? 3 for perception.
Okay, this. So you guys are like peering around the corner, and you hear footsteps coming up, and you feel like someone's coming in, and then you know Leo's there with his stick, just waiting there for him to go, and then you're hugging the corner, and you guys keep getting closer and closer to each other, and you hear the noise come closer, and then you guys smack right into each other as you guys both turn the corner at the exact same time. You guys
I
hit each
swing
other's
the
heads.
stick.
Okay. Roll to attack, and then give me a 1d4 afterwards.
All right. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's not great. So for the attack roll, it is going to be. Is my attack roll based off my dex or strength or?
You can do your dex, it's fine.
Well, then that's a 9.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, you smack into each other, and he tries to smack you, and then he just like goes right over your hair.
Oh, what were you swinging that thing?
Why are you sneaking around the corner?
There's orcs around.
Fair. Fair.
Fair. Fair.
My sister is locked in this little room right now. She was trying to go fight them,
Yes,
and I'll walk back. I'll walk back over here and open the door.
Yeah, and you see the sister is like, she was banging the door and stuff. Leo, why did you leave me in there, Leo? I'm gonna fight as well.
Nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, I think
No
we need to
fighting.
run.
We gotta go.
They're burning down houses. We can't stay here. We're gonna burn alive.
Is there any rope upstairs here?
Yeah, it was said that you guys found some rope.
All right, I would like to fashion rope and shimmy down this window.
Yeah, that's completely fine. So you guys can move yourselves over there.
Come on, guys. We're gonna get out of this fucking hellhole.
and we're back to Cyros and Kalen. The orc is still
I'll go-
fighting for himself.
I will go down first.
Okay, you're gonna go down first?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
What,
Yeah.
what about the stairs over here, Kalen?
Yeah, we just can't run that way.
The troll's like
Okay.
fighting it, and the troll finally like, you know, gets rid of the he gets rid of the flames and stuff, and he starts heading towards you guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Hey yo.
Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving. I swear to God.
I'm moving.
You're barely moving here.
Yeah.
Quick, best friendship jump.
Shut the hell up.
Aim for the bushes.
Give me
Yeah.
both of you,
No,
both of
I
you,
was
both of
doing-
you, give
I
me a
was
deck
thinking more
save.
Game of Thrones.
Give me a
'cause
deck
they
save,
actually
both.
survived that one.
Both of you, give me a deck save.
19.
19, man.
13.
Plus
13.
0.
You're sitting there, Cyro says, you're like, you guys finally climb up and do everything, and you see a lamppost. Like, you're with Kaylin and you're about to, like, you know, you guys are about to do your little friendship jump and everything, and a lamppost goes through the air and swipes Kaylin and throws him off the cliff and immediately kills him.
Oh my god.
What a great ending to such a shitty, terrible life. God damn. The sweet release of death has finally come for Kalen.
And you're just there. Well, you didn't
I hope
move.
his dad saw that.
Yeah. And then yeah, you're sitting there and you're like in shock, complete shock of what's going on, and you just can't, you seem paralyzed. You can't move. You can't think of what's going on. You just watch your friend just get thrown off the cliff and just completely destroyed. And then finally,
I didn't see that coming.
give me one more
Okay,
deck save.
Morty.
13.
13. And you're
Apparently that's
standing
a
there.
terrible number.
Yeah, you're standing there and you're just looking at what happens, and this giant troll grabs you and puts you into his hand, and you're fighting for your life and you're suffocating while he has you grabbed and he's looking at you.
I cast prestidigitation on his face so that he smells, I guess a strong scent of vinegar.
Vinegar. Okay, let me see.
Because dirty things hate the smell of vinegar, right?
Let me see.
Love the logic.
He you see as his face kind of like, well, like what? Yeah, and he's still holding on to you, and he kind of flexes too hard and squishes this kid, and his eyeballs fly out of his head.
Shit.
I can see it.
I didn't see it to the future far enough. And now we're back to Bran. Bran, you are in the middle of this town, and everyone is getting massacred around you, and this burly orc is trying to chase you down for some reason.
Yeah, I think Bran, he runs up
Okay.
to like the vicinity, runs through all this shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like just hope it protects him somehow.
Yeah.
And he's like praying, like, please help.
Yeah, and he walks up to the middle of the field, and he's like looking at you, and you know, just scouring at disgust of, you know, the elven race. And as you're sitting there, and he's about to swing at you with his other arm, and another arrow comes in and pierces him in the arm, and it's your dad on the ground, like with a crossbow in his hand, and he looks over, he's like, and he's blood all over his mouth. Get off of him. If you're gonna kill someone, kill me. And you see as he turns around and slowly walks back over to this man, and you see as your dad is looking into your eyes as you're hanging out by the statue, and he looks at you and he gives you a wink, and you see as this man with PGA Tour golf strength decapitates this man and knocks his head going the other way.
Damn.
Now for the next one.
You better put them heelys on and get on up out of there.
Heel wheels.
And he comes up to you, and with his other hand, he's just grabbing you. He's holding you by your neck. And we're gonna go back to Leon.
I am climbing down.
You're climbing down with him? Yeah.
Yeah, Leo's already down there.
Is Valerie going with you too? Yeah, Valerie's going with you guys.
I would assume
Yeah.
that she actually went first, so it's
Yeah.
like Leo then.
So Leo went to help Valerie as she came down.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, you guys come down, and you see,
We're gonna move this way.
yeah, you see three giant orcs, and you see a couple of the people as they're slaughtering a bunch of people here.
Come on, guys.
As soon as she would be going first, let her go.
Valerie,
before
yeah.
me.
Yeah, Valerie's in between. She's in between both of you, and she's trying to sneak by.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Roll me a stealth,
Come on.
all of you.
Boy, will I. I wish my dice wasn't locked in 851.
Damn, why isn't he? Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be an 18.
18, yeah. Let me roll for Valerie real quick. Ooh, Valerie got a fucking 18 too.
Hell yeah. Crossbones for life.
And Leon,
Yeah.
your stealth roll?
As a date.
8? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are crossing this corner and stuff, and there's
Oh.
a giant orc over here, and
Yeah.
you and Valerie are like able to kind of like sneak under his head because he's like trying to look or whatever. And he, as you guys turn around, you see a Leon in front of this burly figure just staring straight at him. Elf bad. Give me a dex save.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Unless you're gonna do something. You're gonna do dunk or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna take out Funk.
Okay.
And just yell out, Smite!
Okay.
And I'm not trying to dodge, I'm just trying to attack.
Yeah.
So, dex save's just gonna fail automatically.
Yeah, so you hear thunk, go, smite, and he throws the rock at this burly figure, and it smacks it straight in the eye. He's like, that's no fun. And you both turn around as this giant orc punts this kid straight into the stables, and he splats like a tomato.
I just hear like the A-train noise.
Leon!
You know how fast he plays?
Yeah,
So he yells out for Leo and she's cut off.
it's cut off. He just splats against the wall. And then as you're running, Valerie says, Leon's dead! Why is he dead? And she starts crying hysterically.
Come on, Valerie, we gotta go.
Yeah, so where are you guys trying to go?
Can is he like beyond the point of helping?
Oh yeah, you just saw this kid turn into me. You see his head, but like everything is just like his body's like completely in different locations now.
I can stabilize him.
Just but a scratch.
Tis but a flesh wound. And we're gonna run to this corner.
Yeah, and you turn the corner. Are you trying to peer across the corner?
Yeah.
You see your dad, and he has his sword brandished to him. You see your mom over there, and they're going to town right now with these other orcs, and they're just killing everything in sight.
Hell yeah.
They're trying super hard, but like their swings are so slow compared to your father's like mastery of the sword, and he's like, you know, dodging and weaving and just like hitting them from the side, you know, cutting their tendons and eventually, you know, putting them down and, you know, cutting the thing. And then your mom is casting spells left and right, blasting them. And then
I'm
you
just
see,
gonna...
Oh.
Yeah, what do we do?
and Valerie says, "Mommy, Daddy!" And you see as she starts running straight towards them.
Can I trip her?
Oh, yeah, you can trip her. Let me see if she can. Oh, no. She got a 19 for the deck save.
Tripping is strength, right?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a natural 19 with a -2 for 17.
Yeah, she kind of stumbles for a second, but then she keeps going forward. And as she's screaming for her mom, and her mom turns for a second, and as she turns, an arrow pierces her straight in the head.
Mom!
And more of these orcs start to come in and go in, and you see as your dad sees his wife murdered in cold blood next to him, and an outrage bursts from him, and you see, give me a perception check.
Boy, will I. Gonna be a 13.
13, yeah, you're good enough. This same ghostly figure that you guys saw when he was fighting the Roper emanates from your father, from Thamior, and within like kind of like an anime scene, like extremely fast motions, he goes from 1 to 2 to 3 and slices all their heads in the same time.
Again, I'm going to run up to my mom, and I'm gonna use Soothing Hands
Okay.
and stabilize her and give her 1 HP.
Yeah, your mom she's on the ground, and she like kind of opens her eyes for a second, and she looks at both of her children, and she sees as your dad comes up and is like consoling her as well. And he's like, Sultana, no way. And he looks over, he's like, she's bleeding and coughing blood. Mommy, no way, mommy, you're the most powerful mage here, there's no way this could happen. And she's just crying hysterically in front of him. And
Just have these soft, supple hands, and I'm like,
yeah, and then Sultana turns over to Thamior and is like, you remember what we said? You're not allowed to remarry.
I thought that was a joke.
Thought that was a joke. And
I didn't know you were serious.
I thought that was a joke.
Don't remarry, but I can continue to plunder the wildlands.
Yeah, and yeah, finally, like the battle's getting worse and everything, and your dad is just like, you know, just like in awe of the fact that his wife was even taken out that way or whatever. And we're gonna go back to Bran. Bran, you're there with the war chief, and a bunch of orcs are around there looking at you, and you have your sword and shield ready. Your wooden sword and shield.
Bran?
Hello. Bran! Black mac and cheese!
Sorry, what you say?
Yeah, the orcs are just around you right now, and they're just looking at him.
He still has me by the throat, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna fucking spit in his face, dude.
Oh, sick.
Smack him with
You
a
better
sword.
kill me now, or I'm gonna kill you later.
And he looks at you, and the spit is like, you know, coming out of him. He wipes the spit off. He says,
Can I see this from my point of view?
yeah, you hear it. Like, you can see it through the market a little bit. You see as this kid is being held up, and it's your friend Bran, and he's being held up like by his neck.
Bran, no!
And you see as
Clear my eye, and I wink.
does the Terminator thumbs up.
That's me.
The Terminator thumbs up. And then yeah, he drops you, and then immediately just forces the mace forward straight into his stomach, and he's just leaning there. And then Leo, you see this with your perception. He immediately decapitates this kid. And then he turns around, and you hear a scream. Show yourself, Thamior. Show me what you have.
Fall onto my knees. Bran! Elion! Everyone's dying.
And you see as your dad, with the swiftness of Malik here for a second, he moves forward and he like leaves his wife for a second, and he goes in and he immediately engages in combat with a few of them. You hear him slashing his swords and doing everything, and your mom is just sitting there. She's like barely alive. Leo, take care of Valerie. Hold on to that necklace. Make sure that's the most important thing to do. It's our family lineage.
I'll keep her safe, Mom.
And then you hear a bunch of more orcs running around. They're still going. They're just, you know, wreaking havoc. And then you see a few of them start running in your general direction.
I will tell Valerie to run.
Yeah. And Valerie immediately, like, she's just crying constantly, and she runs straight to her dad again.
Into what? Wrong way. Shit.
And as Thamior comes up to the scene and you're sitting there, you hear your sister screaming and, you know, crying in agony. And he walks up, and Thamior immediately sees Bran's head placed on top of one of the statues. Like a pike. Decided to show yourself.
Bran, we're best friends.
Time to show yourself, huh, Thamior? Remember all those times? Eradicating my people? Surrender your weapons now. You really think I'm gonna surrender myself after you just blatantly murdered my wife? And he runs up, and then Valerie goes over, and he's like tugging on to Thamior's robe. Oh, and you brought me a little dessert, huh? And she's like, Daddy, no, Daddy. There's nothing. Kill them all, Daddy. And then he looks over. He's like, you don't drop your weapons. She dies first. And he like jumps into action, and he starts fighting this guy. And this guy's like, you know, even though he has Malakir's like help or whatever, he's taken out a few of the orcs and stuff. And then they're just like engaging combat. He sees he kills like a few of them or whatever, and blah blah. And then where the fuck is this thing? And while that's happening, one of the burly orcs shows up, and then comes up behind Valerie, and just grabs her. Daddy! No, Daddy! Daddy! And with that split second of Thamior turning around to see if Valerie's okay, the Orc Chief slices him in the leg and then puts him down onto one knee.
I will run and hit this little giant orc fuck
Yeah.
in the leg with my sword.
Yeah, you can hit him.
It's going to be a whopping 7 to hit.
7 to hit. You go and you try to swing at this massive orc, and he kicks you, and you hit this stand over here, and you're conscious, but you're just like on the ground, kind of like almost paralyzed. What just fucking happened? And you see your father as he's there, and it looks like you took a fatal blow. He's there, and he's like, you know, he surrenders his weapons and stuff, and the Orc Chief comes up to him, and he grabs him by his cheeks, and by his jaw and his neck. They're trying to eradicate all of us, huh? That was your main plan. That's all you wanted to do. Killing orc children. Look at us now. Killing your own children as well. We did what we needed to do. This is not your land. This is our land. And says who? And he points over to Bronze decapitated hand, to the statues over there. Says they? The first elves that lived here and took over this land? Nay. You don't even know your own religion, do you?
I'm gonna throw this loaf of bread.
Oh no, you're paralyzed.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna do that then.
Yeah, you're just like on the ground. You're like, you know, you're kind of like barely alive. And Colorin, you don't even know your own religion. You guys praise and do all this nonsense saying that Colleran saved you and did all this. Colleran is the one who put us in this situation. Colleran is the one who lied to our deity. This land belongs to us, not you. And as he looks up, he looks back at you for a second, looks back at Valerie, and then he looks back at the war chief. If this is all yours, why didn't you take it years ago? And he spits blood straight into the guy's face. And as both of you are standing there, you see as this man swipes and immediately decapitates Damior as he's down. And you're there and you're watching and you're hearing the screams of your sister, and she's yelling and screaming or whatever, and then you, Leo, you knock out just in straight shock.
Boop. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. I go sleepy time.
Yeah. And I'm gonna and you wake up the next day. Let me change it to the music. You wake up and there's corpses everywhere, and your father's corpse is there, and the orcs are gone.
Even the dead ones?
No, the dead ones are still there.
I'm gonna walk over to my father's corpse. Kneel down. And tears are just gonna start streaming.
And you just watch as your father's corpse is just there. His head is by the statue. And it's just, you know, it seems as if he was crying before he got decapitated, looking at you and Valerie.
Do I see Valerie anywhere?
No, you don't see her.
Get up and I'll walk. Is my mom still over there?
Yeah, she's just on the ground, and she's yeah, she's on the ground dead.
And I'll try to soothing hands again.
Yeah, that's fine. You attempt to use soothing hands and, you know, resuscitate her and give her life or whatever, but her soul has been gone for a while now. And as you're sitting there, you hear the whispering. And it's coming from your father's corpse.
What are those voices? Ding, ding, ding.
And in your father's hand, you see the glow. Same glow that you've seen before. Glow coming from the sword of vengeance.
I reach down and grasp the hilt.
Yeah.
And then I pick it up.
And as you pick it up, you start to get flashbacks of Malakir and him, like, you know, destroying, like, pretty much eradicating a bunch of, like, cities and towns and villages of his past life and stuff. And as you're sitting there in broad daylight, it darkens. Like in the middle of the day, it darkens pitch black. And you're the only one in the town. And you see as your friends, as you walked around the town and everything, you saw as your friends have been, you know, mercilessly murdered. The people you've known, the diplomats inside of your house were slaughtered inside.
Everyone's gone. I still never saw Valerie while I was walking around.
No, yeah, you looked around and you didn't see Valerie, but you saw traces of only the orcs that are dead, but you don't see anything else. And the whispers from the sword begin to become louder and louder, and you're actually able to comprehend some of the stuff.
I'm
And it
going
just-
to, as I'm walking around on every orc, I'm gonna carve my family symbol into their chest.
Yeah, you're able to do that on all the corpses that are there. And you return back to the town square, and you're just sitting there by yourself, just crying and loathing because of the atrocities that just occurred.
Crisscross applesauce with the sword in my lap.
Yeah, with your dad right there. And like I said, the whispers become louder. They just keep saying, "Kill, kill, kill, kill."
I will eradicate every orc I see.
And as you're there, looking, a fire emits from the center of town. And it's blazing. And you see as a hole rips open from the ground, incinerating Brand's body at the same time. Cremation.
Fuck you, Brand.
Cremation in process. And you see, you sense this aura of presence coming out from underneath. And you're looking and the lights are just blaring. And as you keep looking, you see this giant figure pull its arms from underneath the ground and lift itself up.
Oh, fuck yeah. That looks safe.
Hello, Leo.
Hello?
Quite the sword you have there.
Quite the lack of eyes you have there.
Quite fun.
I'm gonna move over here to see if he follows my movement.
Yeah, his he can't, like, he's not looking at you directly, but he kind of like moves to the scent of your smell. You see his head kind of like smells around and looks at you and then turns over.
Interesting. Huh? Where did you come from?
And he, like, the flames disappear. And he kind of goes down on one knee. And he
Why-
he puts
why is my
his
family
hand
dead?
out. You know, Leo. Bad people sometimes do good things. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The world sometimes like good men do bad things.
And yeah, he looks over you and he, like, you know, he gestures his giant demonic hand out.
I take it.
You're not only the son of Dalmion. You're more than that. And I'm gonna ensure that you get your vengeance. That's what you want, right?
Yes. More than anything, I want my vengeance.
All you have to do is carry that sword with you. Keep it on you at all times. And I'll be there for you in time of need.
Should carry the sword to my dying breath.
Good.
Perchance, you know which direction the orcs went?
He like looks over. He's like, now, don't be so hasty. You're not gonna be able to fight him in this condition. And he taps you on your forehead, and your eyes become black, and the tears coming out of your eyes again, and your mouth is black ink. You're gonna be my little soldier now. You always were.
I'm not that little.
And you begin to have like flashbacks of your father, and your father is speaking to a cultist, and flashbacks of you when you were younger, and you had a very debilitating disease that was very uncurable. And you were pretty much like, you know, useless. Like you just couldn't move. You couldn't do anything. You were bedridden for a very long time. And your father got in contact with a cultist and sacrificed a man's life in order to, you know, fix you from your debilitating state. Who do you think your papa praised to fix you, my little soldier?
I never knew.
In sense, you're in debt to me. But not really. I know you enjoy it. You want to kill them all. You have that desire in your heart. So pure, but so dangerous now.
Yo, for the sake of not wanting to backtrack in this conversation, but who are you?
I go by many names. Oh, hello, official Manticore. I go by many names here and there, but that's not what you need to worry about right now, Leo. All you need to know is that I'm your new father, and I'm going to make sure that you do great things in this world. How does that sound?
As long as I get to slay him, I'll do what I must.
And so you shall.
Where's my sister?
She must have been taken. I don't sense her soul. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Okay, alright.
Don't you worry. Your father's here, down here with me now.
Papa?
Just because you do a bunch of good things in this world doesn't mean that the misdeeds cancel it out. Maybe one day you'll reunite with him and show him how much of a good job you did.
Did my dad's head get incinerated by the fire too?
Yeah, his head's incinerated.
Just look at the pile of ash. I long to see him.
You will. You will see him eventually. And let's just say you'll know when I'm there for you, and you'll know when I need you the most. But for now, continue on doing whatever. And he taps your forehead again. And the only memory, you don't have any memory of speaking with him, but you just remember getting the sword of vengeance, and you remember that you just close it very dearly to your heart, and you love it so much. And then everything fades back to black. And we're going back to the board. You all awaken, and
Fully
The-
rested.
sure. Yeah, you guys all awaken, and you're back in the Underdark, but it didn't seem like too much time has passed at all. Seems as if it was like extremely fast. The tentacles are completely gone. The liquid, the black liquid is gone completely. The lady is still on the ground over there, tied up. You guys are the corpses are still there, and the altar is sitting there. But one thing you do see for certain is the book that you guys are holding. It is on top of. I'm gonna knock you down for a second. It's on top of Leo, and the book you see as the book is the pages are, you know, going back and forth, left and right, left and right, left and right, and you see some type of black energy that emits from Leo, and he gets sucked into the book, and the book falls onto the ground.
Shit.
And
I'm
Leo,
still on
you're
the,
Leo, you're unconscious, but everybody else is up.
Yeah, I'm
You
still
mean
on the.
back or-
Oh, let me get you guys over here.
Shit. Still in dream world.
Mhm.
The dream world.
You guys remember seeing all these visions and everything, and remember these horrific deaths that occurred or whatever, but you don't know like why you were there or anything, but you do remember Leo.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
I had such a promising future ahead of me. Till I,
I think we
didn't.
drowned.
Yeah. And Leo finally like comes to for a second, and
My head's still facing the other direction.
no, your head is not like a owl thing anymore. And then he like comes to, and he's like coughing a little bit, and you see a little bit of his black ink coughing from coming from his mouth.
Maybe if we take the book, we'll all get flashback arcs.
Is the elf woman still alive?
Oh, you can go
I think
check her.
I'll pass on ever doing that again.
Yeah, I was
Kelleran had the
Oh,
best
she-
life ever.
we're looking, we're looking.
I'm gonna sit down on the ground and summon shit sit in my lap while I rethink everything that's happened in the past 3 hours.
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
you-
if she was Valerie, she might know where she was taken to after.
Well, you guys aren't gonna know that. You guys were dead.
Yeah, but is she alive?
I don't know. The only one who'd even think about it is Leo.
I'm
Oh.
trying to walk up there, but there's, you know.
Oh, so we're still like another.
Yeah, you guys see as Leo comes up, and he still has like a little bit of this black ink dripping from his mouth.
Does she look familiar?
No, you don't know who the hell she is.
No, I'm saying like if she was in the world with us, it'd most likely be that she was Valerie, so she might have those memories still.
She's just
Does she have
unconscious.
Does she have the necklace?
No.
I'm not saying she's Valerie. I'm saying just in the like how we were other people in the flashback world. If she was another person alongside us, because she was in the pool, it would most
First off-
likely be Valerie, right?
What do you mean, other people?
Oh, Leo, you were possessed. We tried to save you, and the room filled with black muck, and we got sent to your backstory.
What is
Yeah,
this?
we really
backstory?
gotta stop
I was
you from touching
silent.
shit.
He could see the future.
Yeah, you guys all have like minor. It's like very like in and out. Leo remembers everything fully, but everyone else has like minor like inclinations of like, was I a kid? What the hell's going on? And then you know you remember like these figures of these people that were like kind of taking care of you and all that stuff, and then it kind of just flash forwards to whenever your death happened or occurred.
Kale's mental state is in shambles. I was already having visions of other like dimensions and shit, and now this. I need a fucking break.
Yeah, you
And
guys
were
look.
getting roasted like crazy beforehand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck was that about? I was
What do
got
you mean?
roasted and-
What got roasted by who?
Dale got roasted.
You!
Who roasted you?
By
When
you.
did I roast you?
You weak,
You
Yeah.
weak, pathetic piece of shit. Everyone else was like, yeah, you have crazy shit going on, and then like, I felt both eyes lock in at me, like, oh yeah, been waiting to say some shit about you.
It's because your backstory. That's why, dude. What the hell?
No, it's no, I'm not actually bitching about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
this is-
Kale is on the floor holding on to shoes, and he's just sitting there, and his like eyes wide open. Leo finally gets up, and he still has a little bit of his black ink coming from his tear ducts and from his mouth. And the lady actually comes to as well, but she's like,
What was
she's
that
tied.
about?
Lady, you better be so glad we just tied you up for that shit.
Dude, she is got a nice outfit.
Yes. Get out of here.
Little spider crotch
Man,
action going on.
horrific background story event shit, and immediately comes out of it horny.
She might have information on your long lost sister.
she awakens and she's like,
I'll turn to old DJ and be like, my sister's dead.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be able to comment on that because I died in the flashback.
So are we all awake?
all right, who had the best death? I want to know now.
I think it's ironic that I died from a failed deck save.
Yeah.
I have like a plus 10 to deck saves.
Yeah, I think
Oh
we
yeah,
all
you
go
guys
friend-
you
friend
guys can go
style.
back to your normal sheets now.
Aim with the bushes. Dies.
Oh man, I probably
That-
inherited the future seeing.
No, you don't got any of that.
Damn it.
Other people were using spells and shit, and my stat sheet
all-
said you can impose disadvantage on somebody else getting attacked. Also, fuck you. You have
Also,
a 10
no.
AC.
Do I know that like all of these people went to my backstory?
No, you're not 100%
Yeah, we
sure,
just
but
told
you
you.
kind of hear, yeah, you hear them talking
told
about it as well, like they're what they saw from their point of view.
I'll look
Yeah,
at
so-
I'll look at Isaac and just be like, how did you die?
My dads were protecting me and Caleb. We tried to escape to the wall ramparts, but an ogre or a big orc. What was it?
A troll.
Oh yeah, the troll. Threw a lamppost at Caleb and he fell off the mountain, and then crushed me to death in his bare hands. I think.
He just walked away.
Mid conversation,
So
walks
hard.
away.
You didn't save me.
Damn.
I think I remember.
I love how the other D&D campaigns we have running. Oh, happy, we killed her. You guys are just like dramatic. Fucking.
Yeah, it was like you did traumatic shit to us.
Yeah, it's almost
You
like I
would-
got
I'll never
beat
be
in the
the
middle
same.
of the town square in front
You
of
must
all
have
the
been
peers.
Elion.
Yeah, bro, you were asking. No,
Did you say I was asking for it?
I was kidding.
You're insane.
No.
You're insane.
He
You're,
was
a foul
like,
man. You're a sick bastard.
I'll just
Look,
I'll look
I was
at
kidding, man.
I'll look at Solhar and be like, you must have been Elion.
Oh, Dave, sir.
Bucky.
Leo.
How did you die?
Died fighting. Yeah, I got my head head lobbed off like I was a golf ball.
no, that was your dad.
Oh,
You
that
got
was-
you got your chest caved in.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I got decapitated too.
Nope, you just got impaled with a mace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I just thought about it. Your dad got that decapitated. There's no way that he was able to shoot you an arrow. We'll just say that was your mom.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
No wait, I thought he got decapitated after.
Yeah, he got decapitated after.
Like wait.
Oh,
like
okay,
after
yeah.
He shot the arrow. He
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
"Kill
yeah.
me."
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm forgetting my own stuff.
A woman I was there, and next minute I had a mace through my chest.
Mhm. That was Braun.
And the priestess in the back wakes up, and she's just like mauling, crying hysterically. Who are you? What is this? What type of magic was that? This is not the blessing of
Who
Loaf.
was you?
Who was I? What are you talking about?
Who is you?
Who was you?
That's not even
In-
common English.
I'll give you one better. Where is Gamora?
Where is Gamora?
How do you want better? Why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
How?
I'm gonna pull my dagger out and place it to her throat. In the vision, who was you?
I was some lady casting spells. I don't know. That's all I recall.
You were my
Were you by
mother.
a graveyard?
She needs to roll to see if she remembers. Yeah, there was some kid and some guy, and then he told me to put on the armor, and then I put on the armor, and then I started casting disgusting divination. Who uses divination magic?
So I assume that's by the graveyard then.
Disgusting.
Who are you now?
I'm the priestess of this sacred temple that you so blatantly destroyed with whatever magic that was.
Do all the priestesses dress like this though? Like,
Nah, just me.
talk about this religion.
I'm a fashion statement, you know.
God
Yeah,
damn,
son of
girl. That's
Yeah.
a smashing outfit.
All the other drows are jealous of me. They know, I'm just a priestess, I'm not, I like that, but
It's just like one of those, abstaining from certain activities types of priestdoms, or
One second. She says, well, of course I have my consorts and stuff, but why am I telling you about this? Get out of this temple.
I'm trying to get in a temple right now. I've
If you-
just been
Oh,
looking,
what?
exploring different religions.
What?
Can I ready an action real quick?
Yeah, you can ready whatever action you want to
Yeah, already fireballs.
do. Fireball. Oh my
Just hold
god.
it in my hand, and I'll.
Yeah, she's
look
just
at Leo.
tied up on the ground, and she's like
Yeah, I'll
still
just
like,
say to Leo, find out what you need to know. Let's get this over with.
oh my god,
Just trying
the
to-
goody two shoe boy.
I just need to know what is the depth of your cave. That's
Please
Don't answer.
leave me be. If you're gonna kill me,
we
just
talking-
kill me.
well.
No, we don't have to kill anyone.
Can I kill you like I killed the guy downstairs?
No.
I mean, guys, she's a priestess
tied
of
up.
law. We probably should kill her.
I agree.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
She's a priestess of law. We should kill her.
Where's
Alright.
our stuff?
Very
Where's
well.
the overseer?
I'll pull out my meat hammer and just start swinging it.
No meat hammers.
Sorry, I have my halberd. I'll do it.
So you just like decapitate this lady?
I'll look at Bucky and pull my blade and be like, no.
And then she's like screaming and hailing. She's like, wait. You were slaves, right?
Help us get our stuff back.
And do we were.
I
Yeah,
put my
where is our
fingers
stuff?
like,
Where's the overseer?
If you keep me alive, I can bring you to the warden's office.
We can just go there ourselves.
insight check.
Yeah.
Sounds like a damn good deal. Bet you take that deal.
I'll take that deal.
Damn good deal.
I'll take that deal.
That's going to be. Where's my insight? It starts with an I. Didn't mean to do that. 20.
Yeah, you can tell that she's scared shitless right now. So she's kind of like saying whatever to make sure that you guys are, aligned with her. And she's like, yeah.
Guys, as soon as she sees the guard, she's turning us in. She's only saying what we want to hear.
How would you take us there?
Well, I can tell you are all slaves and you don't have anything on you. We, as a priestess of love, I can just walk you in there and you say that I believe that, you guys needed some type of conversion or something, and then I can just request a presence with the warden himself.
Am I inside up?
Yeah.
We double checking. That's 22.
Yeah, she's saying this, Ruth. She's just literally so scared that she's just trying to do whatever to make sure she lives.
Guys. We can do this way, or we can go kill everybody. What do y'all want to do?
I mean, only like 3 of us have weapons.
Well,
Well, don't we want to
I have 2 weapons, so I
free
that
people
counts.
anyway?
And you hear it yelling in the back. Are we not going to talk about the giant black tentacles that just showed up from the statue and the possession of your
Shut the fuck
friend.
up, we're talking.
The flashback
Listen, lady.
explained everything.
only
Unfortunately,
tentacle
we
you need
got
to worry
bigger
about.
fucking problems.
Oh my
Sorry,
Yeah,
you
god.
because a
Killer
group of
episode.
people enslaved us.
The only tentacle you need to be worried about is this one. And I'll just thrust my hip at her.
Oh my
Should
goodness.
have paid for the fast pass, bitch.
So
So
hard.
much for killing her.
And as soon as Sohar says that, I'm gonna stab her in the fucking neck.
I'll use my
Oh
reaction
my
to let out
God.
fireballs.
So you're both gonna react and attack her?
Yep.
I'm following Leo's lead here.
Okay, so like right before you guys are about to attack her and stuff, she says, wait. There's a darkness inside of this man. Don't you want to know more about it?
We know.
Yeah, obviously we fucking know.
You'll know when
This
he
giant
tells
like
us.
tentacles over here. Thanks, Captain
Man,
Obvious.
I'm
Glad you
outvoted.
finally showed up.
Glad you bunch of assholes. There's a bunch of assholes.
We've been through a traumatic experience, alright?
What do you know?
I've died 4 times in the past 48 hours.
Let me roll for it real quick.
Can I also roll to see if I know more than her, so we can just kill her?
Yeah, you can roll. What are you gonna roll? You have to roll religion, but from your
Yeah.
point of view, that's the only issue.
Yeah, can I roll religion?
Yeah, sure. Roll religion from your point of view from when before you died.
Well, fuck, I rolled not 1 for 7.
Yeah, you're like, duh. Sohar starts to drool in front of you.
I know she's hot, right?
You topsider elves are exact same. I know of you. You're from Moonstone Village, especially from the horrendous flashback that we were all in.
Make her swear on Loth that she won't turn us in.
Will you swear on Loth?
I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I swear to Loth? She wants to ensure she's my, she's my deity. I'll do anything for her.
Also, scale of 1 to 7. Like, what are we talking about? What kind of shot I got here?
She just looks at you in like
Why
disgust.
7?
She kind of just looks at you like in disgust, like.
That's his range.
And
Your life might be hanging in the balance here, lady.
and
For a guy like Leo, other races only go to 7.
Only wood elves are 10, so
Yeah.
everybody knows.
And she looks over to you and says, "You're a frostborn. Thought they were eradicated a long time ago."
Appears you're not the only one with secrets.
I'm telling you everything I know now and everything about me. Priestess of Loaf. Came from Enzabran. Came over here, worked with the warden. Worked for
We don't give a
Masha.
fuck about you, we care about Leo.
God laugh.
What's
If you
the-
know something.
A very dark past you have there. Quite the show, actually, when you think about it. Do you know what? Roll religion for me, Sohar.
That's 13. I'm not
13.
feeling good today.
Because you're a good boy, little elf. You know about Kolonor and you know about these other religions and what elves follow them, and they believe they were the first elves to take over. But before that, there were some wars between deities, and the deities were choosing what lands that they were going to take over and what lands they were going to inhabit. The elves, of course, chose the woods, and there was kind of and the dwarves chose the underground, and then other races chose where they want to be as well and everything. This is when Faerun was coming to be. When you were younger, you were taught that Grunch, who is the deity for the orcs, attempted to backstab Kolonor, the founder of the elves, or one of their deities from the elves, and that's the reason why orcs actually don't have their own land, and usually why they pillage and destroy these other locations and do all this stuff.
So, they are fuckers.
Some say that might be the true story. But
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what a 13 religion and a 6 wisdom will get you right there.
yeah,
So they are fuckers.
At least
Yeah.
you didn't say anything about his haircut.
yeah. And
So basically, Leo is in the right here, and the orcs deserve to die.
Jesus. Well, it's a
Alright.
story they tell you in grade school, little book boy. But the truth is, we have more answers down here in Mesbran than you know. What would happen if I was to tell you the truth? Grunch was not wrong. Kolonor stabbed him and took his land. As all the deities were having their wars and, you know, deciding what lands they were going to take over, Grunch was the one who was actually lied to. He didn't have a chance to pick. Kolonor wanted the land for the forest of the elves so bad. He lied to him. What are you-
This
what-
is, all this doesn't help me at all. So
No, not
that's-
you're
that's
exactly you're exactly right. I'm just telling you the truth. Why do you think whenever you see depictions of Grunge, he only has one eye? Their deity was literally slashed and blinded by Corlin. And the orcs have this innate hate towards elves because of this. It's been passed down from Grunge, so much anger passed down to him. It would make sense. From that flashback that we had, it makes sense why they would want to take back their land that they so-called deserved.
well, that goes my entire family to get murdered. It seems like you're cool with that.
No, no, no. I enslave people.
Again, we can go back to this. Like, we can role play if you really want to. You know.
No, I don't want anything to do with you, sadly. I'm a drow.
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
Now he makes a reaction as soon as Leo does it.
Alright, yeah, no. Kale's gonna grab her by the arm and push her towards the door. Alright, we're gonna get our shit back.
The leader finally takes place.
Yep.
So
Let's go grab our shit.
And
Before
you
that-
I'm sure you can see that we don't give a fuck if some deity backs up another deity. Leo's family still gets killed, and the orcs deserve to die.
And his good friends that didn't deserve it.
interesting.
And you said nothing about my darkness, so
You don't think they were seeking revenge, would you?
For a long lost battle, nothing to do.
In
with
other
the
words,
people living
it's
here
a
now.
a cycle of revenge.
You know, I heard
And
this
we're adding fuels to the fire.
when I was studying to become a priestess. You know, my priest of love always used to say this one thing to me. Sometimes good people
No.
are sent to do bad things.
I would use my reaction to choose Marble at her face right now.
This is-
Yeah, no, we're not doing that shit. We can talk on the way.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
get
can
our
talk
shit. Let's go.
I am Bucky's lawyer. I am doing my job.
do it.
Objection.
that was trademarked.
That was trademark. You can't say that. You're just gonna hear like 7 different iterations of the same thing.
I love it.
And yeah, and she walks out and she goes like you know you guys are all like, you know, have your knives and blades brought out to her, and then you bring her down to where the crystals are and stuff.
Still don't have.
Yes, somebody keep a weapon at her on her at all times.
Can I just keep my action
Might-
lead?
Yeah, you can keep your action in there.
I'm like keeping my hand in my armpit to hide the fact that I'm holding a fucking small tickle of fire in there.
Sure.
Might be safest if it's you, Bucky.
I do gotta
We got a
go
couple.
around.
We got a couple trigger happy people, and you seem familiar with Loth anyway to tell if she's up to something.
Oh, I just know she's bad news. That's for sure.
Can I whisper without her hearing? Or would I need to roll for that?
Yeah, you can whisper to her. Whisper to her.
I'm not. I'm trying to have her not hear us. I'm trying to whisper to Leo as we're walking like downstairs because I'm assuming she went first with Kale, so we're up there for a bit.
Yeah, you don't have to roll anything. You just whisper to him.
I think we're on the same page. She's dying anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh, she's so dead.
Yeah, continue. Yeah, I could count on you.
She is so dead. I was just trying to get a piece of ass before we did it, but it's fine.
My God.
God damn.
We didn't learn anything from that flashback, did we?
Oh yeah, I thought we were gonna have
With that
character
cat,
development.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was-
Now,
And,
Leo now.
yeah, you guys
Wait,
come
wait.
down, and yeah, your
Cursed cat.
your fish people, or sorry, the Kuatoa are down there, and they're they're kind of like whispering and praying still. And Hemsworth is down there. He's like, ah, you've got your 1, 2. No, you brought 2 people down here now. Who is this?
Who's he pointing at?
He's gonna lead us to our stuff.
He's pointing to the priestess of love. Why would you have her here?
I don't know why we brought her here either. I thought we were gonna get our stuff.
Yeah, I thought we were going back to get our stuff. I low-key forgot about these people down here.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, I was able to fashion something from barely what I can find here, and you see as there's like tiny pieces of wood that are tied together in rope, and there's like and they're fashioned to cut somewhat of a necklace, and he gives one to Isaac, and he gives one to our boy Sohar.
Okay, and as soon as I have that, it replaces the material component for fleece in Modern Illusion, and I'm gonna make a bandage around my neck.
Yeah. So he's like, well, very, very basic, but you should be able to use your, for your magic purposes, right? This should work for you.
I mean, does it work? Do I cast Modern Illusion?
Minor illusion? Yeah, you're able to cast minor illusion.
Yeah, clearly it works.
So what
I
is
think
it?
you should do the same, Isaac.
Oh, okay. I also cast minor illusion.
Yeah, minor illusion
Isaac.
calculates.
Put a band on my neck. Yes.
Do all spellcasters need material components to cast spells?
It says on the spell.
Oh, it's spell specific. You have like
Hey
the
lady, what's your
VSM.
name?
Like, if there's the VSM and if there's something...
Hunter's
close
Mark should be
next to that
fine.
In captions, then it's...
Spike growth, I think should be fine. Because because you're a half caster, so some spells are
Well,
like.
most of
No,
them
I
have
was
demotic
asking
anyway.
the
He's tied up.
priestess what her name was.
And you want my name now? You were just trying to kill me a few seconds ago. What does it matter?
I
one
basically
that
saved your
saved you,
life,
man.
first of all.
That is true.
Secondly, I
Me and
asked
him.
you a question.
And she kind of like, she kind of like looks over to you and says, I mean, I guess you're all that bad looking, I guess.
Oh fuck no.
I'm gonna repeat it in Elvish. What's her
Nice
name?
nice guys win.
I'm gonna say to Kaolin and Elvish, you don't want Joe blood in your lineage.
I'm just asking the person their name. My God. For the love
yeah,
of God.
She says,
What's her name?
she says, Verena, and then she's like shackled and everything, but she kind of like tries to gesture to she tries to put her hand out like, like you're gonna kiss it or something. Verena.
I just like look at her hand and ask her what her material components are for casting.
For me to cast spells. I have this signet of loaf here on my clothing.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say we could disable
Okay.
by
But-
taking the.
Really fucking good idea, by the way.
Sure, yeah. You guys are able to. You're gonna take it from her.
Wouldn't it be
I'm gonna
suspicious
ask,
of
I'm
the
gonna
law
ask her to
priestess?
give it to me.
And can I inside check her on if that's actually her spellcasting focus?
Yeah.
What were you saying, Isaac?
18.
Wouldn't it be suspicious if the law priestess is walking around without her symbol?
Yeah, it would be. So you guys are gonna cast minor illusion, right?
Oh.
Oh. And
I think I do it. They didn't have a color and bucket in the first place, though, so they would have noticed that he's missing one.
yeah, and then she like goes and takes it, and then as she removes it, she's in her undergarments because her dress falls off.
Ah, shit.
Fuck's sake, DM.
Again, I go back to this statement, right? These hips don't lie.
Yeah, but with
Yeah, I'll
18,
take-
is it actually a spellcasting focus?
Yeah, she kind of, fumbled it and did whatever. You see Hemsworth behind her and like looking at her. He's like, oh, interesting.
Can we get a clip? Hemsworth?
Yeah,
You make it up, right?
Make us something up.
What do you mean make
Yeah,
us?
make up a dress clip. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do minor
something-
illusion to put a curtain around her.
Okay, I guess I can fashion something, and then
We have
Go.
standards here. We're gentlemen.
he fashioned something,
Oh,
and it kind of like tightly, she puts her rose back on, and kind of like tightly, holds it in place.
I'm gonna look closely at her undergarments and skin.
I knew it was coming.
Yep.
I knew it was coming.
I make the curtain.
Are they made of lace or are they?
Ah,
What kind of undergarments we talking here?
all right.
It's like
Spider silk.
oh yeah, I like that one.
Dope as fuck.
Spider silk. I like that.
I'm gonna reach
Alright,
out
we
and
ready to go get our stuff?
feel the fabric and be like, damn, that shit's nice.
And she kind of like pushes her hand out of the way. Don't touch me.
She's shackled. She can't do shit.
She's shackled, but she's like she kind of like moves her shoulder to the side.
Leo, we might be murderers and thieves. We're not
Yeah, we're-
monsters.
Yeah, let's.
I'm
Yeah,
just
we're not
curious
adulterers.
as to where can I get me a pair of drawers like that?
Interesting. And she looks over to you and says, I'm trying to assist you. You're feeling me up. You're doing all this.
I was admiring the fabric and I would like to fill that on my own private areas.
Maybe it was a good thing your parents died.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna.
All right, this is yeah. We're going to get our stuff,
Go.
right? All right, so let's go
Why
do
would
that.
you do that?
Why would he touch me and feel me up, this disgusting wood elf?
I didn't like
All
that
right.
either. Okay, but
Yeah,
you
this
know,
is
you can't say
we're
something
saying all the
to
right
people
triggers
and you can
to
kill you.
set the nuclear bomb Leo off. So let's continue.
Let me at her.
So-
Just
so I
let
was
me
gonna
at
say-
her.
Don't speak on superior elves. Fucking drow.
All right, ma'am, if you please. I'll motion for her to walk
Yeah,
out
and then
in
she
front of us.
she walks out and she's like, tell your choir boy not to speak to me either. Get a better haircut.
Oh,
Wait,
you
wait.
probably did it.
Wait,
We're moving.
Control.
Oh fuck up.
Can I?
This
Can I?
dude's rolling for his morality here.
No, not from Ralph. This is another one.
So you need to tell me how you guys are moving. I need to know specifically.
So she's gonna be in front, with me and Isaac behind her. I guess I still have shoes summoned, so he can just kind of follow me.
Yeah. But I mean, if you have shoes, you have to be aware that like, I mean, you could tell me if you're gonna go to shoes or you back, but like, your senses and all that.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's just there for, in case.
It is 9, fellas.
It is 9.
Soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah. What was that? The heroes of this
They're
adventure.
not waiting here.
Who's waiting there?
The fish people.
No, I don't know. Are you gonna bring them with
Bring
you?
them with us?
Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. What you guys are gonna do?
Yeah, we're all getting blessed today. Praise be to Lilith. Whatever. Let's go.
Yeah.
Praise be to the Lord.
Well, thank you everybody
No,
for
they're not
watching.
gonna shut up about Lima Goop.
I think the party's morality is in question, but yeah, I guess. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Keep trying, man. I'm fucking trying.
And we'll